Maine went.
We good. I appreciate you, Juan. We ain't had no audio the first 5 minutes.
Damn. Good looking, Juan.
We done cussed out old Lou and everything. Look at God.
What happened to what you doing, Will?
I had us on mute, bro. Took too long to get started. You know, I get sleepy at 9:30.
Maine and Burt went one. Well, Maine went 1 for 10. Burt about 1 for 4.
They was talking all that New York Knicks
With
stuff.
about 7 turnovers.
They ain't representing the Knicks well.
About 7 turnovers. I like when they pick Burt up.
Appreciate it, man. We was good. We got into it good too. My man BJ said he was running late because he had to kick a little ass in the gym today just to catch y'all up.
Good looking, Juan. I had to jump shit, man. I had to jump shit, man. We won the first game and lost the next 3-4. I had to jump shit. Man.
You had a KD him?
Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. Yo.
All y'all saw.
Yo, y'all need one? I had to go. Enough is enough. Straight up.
Oh, Lou, BJ said he ain't even want to play today, so he don't need to send you his money and don't text him at 3 a.m.
Yeah, they needed me.
What up, Josh? Appreciate you, bro. Tuning in.
I shouldn't have to pay. They needed me. Word up.
The WhatsApp chat was jumping. Everybody talking about they on they Jalen Brunson and they Mikal Bridges.
Man, ain't nobody do nothing but Brody, the white boy. The white boy was killing today.
I met him before.
Brody was Jalen Brunson today. Man, in the chat? Is Burt in the chat? Who in the chat?
Not yet. Oh, they ain't say nothing yet.
Brody was Jalen Brunson today, you heard?
You was playing against them?
We beat them.
Okay.
I think we beat them the first game. I think we beat them and lost to Nova in them. Yeah, we beat them and lost to Nova in them. But, boy, he went on a tear.
He was going crazy, huh?
He was killing Savant. No. On offense and defense. He took the ball from Savant damn near every time he came down the court.
Get out of here. He need that. He need that.
Yep.
So he can tighten up.
Yep. And I had to talk Savant into guarding him. Savant, they kept taking Savant off and putting Crazy Man Van on him. Where Crazy Man Van at?
He was cooking Van too?
Nah, yeah. Not as bad as Savant in him.
Shout out to Van. Van gonna beat the hell out you.
Who that?
That's Juan. He said Brody a bucket.
Brody a bucket. Brody is a buck. Fouls and all. Getting hacked.
Playing right
cuffing
through
that
it.
joint, going through the joint. They hitting him upside his head. Johnny was cursing Burt out because Burt kept giving him the ball.
KC the one invited him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he played for
college ball or
Kentucky.
something,
Yeah, Western Kentucky.
Nah, he nice. He nice.
Yeah.
He nice. I had to jump shit. I had to get my Jimmy Butler on there. Me, Maine, and Lou, and Sydney, and Mo, man. Mo averaged 8 turnovers a game.
No.
Yeah, man. In front of his son.
What up, Johnny?
Johnny was bad as hell today. Johnny's cursing everybody. Johnny cursed me out.
He said they still at the gym.
Johnny said, that's on my mama. I said, nah, Johnny, not Mama Love. Leave Mama Love out of this. Johnny said, that's on my mama, BJ. No, he said, that's on my dead mama, BJ. I said, nah, Johnny.
Johnny go
leave
from
Mama
0
Love
to 100,000.
1,000. Johnny, leave Mama Love out of this, man. Straight up. Leave Mama Love out of this, man.
I started to come up there, too. Traffic was crazy, man.
I did not come up there to play, man. Olu forced me to play, bro. But nah, we play mad games.
Okay.
My back hurt.
No. You got to drive tonight?
Hell yeah. Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I might be, I'm about to get a rental from Penske. I heard. I should have been did that shit.
Oh, another truck?
Yeah.
You got another driver? Two drivers?
I'm jumping in that truck.
Okay.
I'm jumping in that.
Okay. Oh, you said bro-in-law in the other joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm jumping in the I'm gonna jump in this joint.
KC said Dred played his ass off. Dred was there?
Yeah, Dred played good today, man. I messed up 2 of Dred assists, man.
Dred was throwing assists too?
Yeah, man. I blew a layup, and then the second one, Burt was grabbing my shoulder. Johnny hit me in my head and shit. I did the Angel Reese shit. Got like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. Burt holding my shoulder, pushed me into Johnny. Johnny pushed me back into Burt. I'm still trying to lay the.
There was volleyball.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shit was terrible, bro. And that was the last game. So I was out of it.
It's always that last game. You should never play. You should never play.
I blew Dred assist, man.
Get out of here.
Nah, KC, we won about 4-5 that last little run,
Okay.
last little spurt. You know, Johnny wanted to still play.
Oh yeah.
Johnny
He
might
said
be
he's
at
still
Rabbit.
there. He said
Johnny
he's still
might
up there.
he might be at Rabbit Hill.
Pitch black.
Word up.
Damn.
But Noah says she's still working. She's still working. She'll pull up like 9:30. I don't know where Kurt at.
He said Johnny threw your shit. Burke said Johnny threw your shit.
Johnny got tired of my shit. I kept getting offensive rebound. Johnny punched the shit out of the back. Fuck that shit.
I said Johnny threw the shit out the back door.
yeah, that shit was funny, man.
Damn.
I ain't know anything.
KC said it was very much Angel Reese like.
Man, I definitely got my Angel. I'm stat. What they call that shit?
The stat pad.
Stat pad. Oh, it's definitely stat pad, bro.
Damn, by any means necessary.
Arms was like spaghetti.
That was your first day out there in how long?
Probably like a week and a half. Week and a half.
Not too bad.
Oh shit. Let's see where Kurt at.
Ain't nobody get hurt today. Everybody walked off. Everybody walked away.
Nah,
The
ain't
way they
nobody
came
get
in.
hurt. Ain't nobody get hurt. Van stayed on the floor.
The whole time.
Every time he drive, he got to fall.
No contact.
Nigga ran into my foot and Dre called travel on him. He was hot. Johnny ain't like that shit. He was hot.
That it ain't no game till a little controversy start going.
He was hot. He called travel on him.
It stood or it got reviewed.
It stood. He called travel on him.
It stood or
Damn.
it got reviewed.
I didn't mean to do
Got
that.
us on yours joint too.
Yeah. I'm trying to I gotta pay for this fuel. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you was about to say that was Olu want that nickel up out you.
I sent it to him.
Okay.
I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. I said I would all this send it to him, man. I don't want no problem with Jamaican niggas, man.
Man, he's serious about it too. Johnny said it was some good games today. Who up? Johnny, what's good with you, man? BJ was yelling at KC like Phil Jackson for not getting on the block. Where KC at? He
Johnny was getting them offensive. Johnny was doing Johnny, man.
KC love that 3-point line though. That ain't nothing new.
Johnny was doing Johnny. Johnny was doing Johnny. I was calling Kurt.
Burke said he got a hit list.
Bert had a rough day, man. Niggas was cursing Bert. Bert out left and right. Bert giving up fouls and shit. I got him. Johnny called him a buddy guard. This nigga want to be a buddy guard. Not a bodyguard, a buddy guard. This is buddy and shit, man. I said them niggas ain't playing with Bert no more. They ain't playing. They ain't playing with Bert no more.
Bert, what's good with you, man?
They ain't playing with Bert no more.
Damn.
What's this shit?
Bank said you wanted to bring you something to eat.
From where?
He ain't say. Oh, probably some wings.
Shit, whatever. I'm hungry too. Yeah. Them games, boy. Yeah. Need to re-up.
Please leave your message.
All right, come on, we out.
What that, Kurt?
Yeah. We out. Oh.
KC said he getting too old for this.
KC, I'm hurting, man. I told me to hit him too.
Juan want to know Juan said let's get to it. He said tired of the chit chat.
All right, let's get
what's
to
the
it,
topic
Juan.
tonight?
Buddy guard.
We got you, Juan. Coming right
Let's
up.
get to
Man.
it.
We
Yo, what up? Where you at, man?
Why you ain't send me the link?
Come on, bro. It's the same link.
Bro, what you mean it's the same link?
This shit getting ridiculous, bro. The same link you used last time.
Juan, we talking about those
I'm about
Memphis
to send it
police
to you.
officers that got acquitted.
I'm about to send it to you.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back and try to find it.
Talking about
I'll send it to
NBA playoffs.
Send it to me, Will.
All right. Talking about Smokey Robinson got 4 rape allegations. Let's see. I gotta send this link over to
Send it to me. And
cause he.
they said everybody's saying there's no link. Send me the link again, Will. I gotta send it to KC too. So we got 40 banks collapsed in a week in China, causing chaos in the streets. Michelle Obama's podcast is a flop.
Surprise.
The rapper Game loses his mansion to pay off $7 million judgment in sexual assault case. President Trump talking about putting tariffs on the movie industry. The movie industries that's like in Canada and stuff.
Oh, out of the country joints?
Yeah, instead of them filming in America, he's putting tariffs on the movie industry outside of America for selling their movies and stuff. I guess bringing their movies and stuff over here after they film them over there. Tyree Nichols, man, Memphis officers acquitted for beating him to death. Black officers at that.
That's why it ain't.
What y'all gonna say about this one?
Yeah.
Black officers.
I just text you the link, so whoever needs it, yeah.
Calvin Crew sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Christina, Uber driver, mother of 4. That was sad. That was sad. That was messed up.
He need to get life.
Birmingham, Alabama was named the deadliest city on earth.
Damn.
Serial killer for the last 90 days got 11 murders, 22-year-old. And what y'all think about Trump cutting Section 8 by $26 billion?
I mean, all good things come to an end, bro. Well, we'll get into it. Peace, Mama Love, Mr. Cure.
Them boys rich in the chat, y'all. They don't give a damn. Ain't nobody in that chat.
Section 8 eligible.
Section 8 eligible. Hell no.
Burke said Trump trying to regulate the NIL.
Nah.
He going too damn far now.
Nah, they might kill him behind that. They might knock Trump head off behind that NIL. All right, I sent the link to them. Oh, let me send it to Noah. I don't really know what I was talking about, though. Noah just told me she had to work. It's 9:30.
Nora got the link. We getting started late tonight.
Yeah. Still want to talk about, we never did talk about Burkina Faso president. Ibrahim Traore, man.
Yeah, we went so hard on what was the last show? We went an hour on that one topic. It was good and good.
Oh, I looked it up, y'all. Rodney Hinton, the dude that killed the cop, that ran that cop over.
He got a lot of support.
His books is maxed out, so he in that county jail. They only could get $200 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
He in that county jail. Who that, KC?
That's KC. Yeah.
All right. What up, KC?
Yeah, what's going on with y'all? I know y'all can't see me because I'm in here looking.
Zion
for
audio, okay.
something.
Zion in the mountains. We gotta talk about the white woman that received the GoFundMe for calling a black boy a nigga, the 5-year-old nigga.
Her GoFundMe popping.
Oh, Smokey Robinson, Bert, y'all boy, Smokey Robinson. Let's start it up. Smokey Robinson hit with rape charges.
4 of them, right?
Yep.
From when though? The 80s.
Let's find out.
Man, they better leave Smokey alone.
I think I seen somewhere that shit said 1987, bro.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson. They coming for y'all boy, man. Bert, Johnny. They coming for y'all boy, Smokey Robinson. Rape charges.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Hey, what y'all think, man?
Man said Smokey was 80 in the 80s.
Motown singing legend Smokey Robinson has been accused of sexual assault by 4 women who used to work for him. According to a workplace harassment complaint filed Tuesday at Los Angeles courthouse. The complaint obtained by CNN details allegations from the unnamed woman who say they worked as housekeepers for Robinson and his wife at various times from 2006 to 2024.
Oh, so this recent.
Each said they resigned because of Robinson's repeated sexual assaults and sexual harassment, but they kept coming back. 18 years, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's.
It couldn't.
They want the fuck Smokey. They gonna quit lying.
The complaint states that women were unwilling to report Robinson's alleged actions to authorities due to fear of losing their livelihoods and public embarrassment, as well as being threatened and intimidated by his celebrity status and influential people around him.
So what changed?
In addition to the sexual assault allegations, the women are seeking at least $50 million in total damages for alleged actions.
Each?
It's probably a class action.
It's a class act.
Yeah, it's probably a class.
Ain't enough for a class action, but
yeah, it look like it's $50 million. 3 or more.
Okay.
3 or more makes it a class action. It's 4 of them.
Hey man, they trying to goddamn take down all the black legends,
What y'all think?
man.
What you think, Casey?
Leave Smokey alone, man. Smokey ain't fucking with them, man.
He
Smokey
got a
been getting,
housekeeper now that replaced them previous four, and they done got cut off
that's all it was.
the
Come on,
paper.
man.
He done got
Smokey
a
been
younger
getting
one.
Poochie since Poochie was Poochie. Smokey is not tripping off y'all Poochie. He ain't got a rape. Not near
Oh, Will.
one of these ladies.
Pardon me, y'all. They been getting on your ass in the gym saying you ain't right with them comments.
Yeah, y'all got to cash at me to get your comments
They
up
been,
there, man.
They been getting on. They was getting on you in the gyms. They will on some bullshit with them comments.
You should have told them we are hiring a producer. Right?
I gotta get Eli over here, right?
So I am the
just got off the
DJ,
phone with a
BJ is the
producer.
rapper.
You know that? I just got off the phone with a producer today.
My apologies, Joe. I'm gonna get on top of it.
You rapping,
for the show.
Casey?
For the show. I do rap sometimes. I used to. I'm old with it now, though.
Another Bay Area rapper.
Listen,
Just what the world needs.
Better than everybody you know. You look like you used to rap too.
I tried. Josh did too. We all tried. We all tried.
Y'all had to though.
We all tried.
MBK.
Zai's the
producer.
producer.
Yeah.
We all tried though. I couldn't come up with stuff. It was too much lying. I'm not good at making shit up like that and rhyming, and niggas be saying all types of stuff. I'm like, man, I ain't do that.
No, you got real stories though. You could have turned them into you want
That was before the stories.
Oh, got you.
That was before before that. It was in the midst of all that. And I couldn't really talk about all that.
Understood.
Real talk.
Yeah.
What Josh said, they trying to what?
They're trying to
Smokey
get
up out of
Smokey
here.
before he died.
They went for Bill Cosby.
I'll go last. What you think, Zai? Well, you got to put the number up so they can call in.
Smokey didn't do it.
Y'all got call-in numbers too?
We trying to.
We do a little something, Casey.
Where's Smokey
Nah, I
from?
ain't
Where's
with that,
Smokey?
bro. I ain't with that, bro.
You're the producer.
Is Smokey from Jersey? Where's Smokey Robinson from, man?
Probably goddamn Detroit. Where the rest of the motherfuckers?
Detroit.
That nigga is from Detroit. All of them was from Detroit. I
One of
ain't know.
Motown's
That's
finest.
Music Motown. Shit. Why is this
Smokey
echoing?
Robinson have written 4,000 songs.
At least.
That's what it said. I read it earlier.
Good old Smokey.
Nigga was born in 1940.
Yeah.
Oh, 85.
Smoke Dog.
How they gonna be coming after Smokey at 85? If y'all don't go sit y'all ass down somewhere,
Nah, for real, man.
Hey, if I was Smokey, man, I'll just go ahead to Bally, man, with Russell Simmons,
Russ.
man. I'll go ahead and get up out of here. I ain't giving up $50 million. I'm out.
Not gonna be
man,
able to do it.
they
No,
not
I'm
gonna
out.
get a dollar from Smokey.
I'm out, bro.
What's
Cause
the number, BJ?
I ain't giving up $50 million.
404.
I got you.
you know why they ain't gonna get a dollar from Smokey? Cause Smokey 85. What y'all gonna say? Smokey was over here trying to mess with me right now.
Damn, what
If you coming from the 80s, that's over 60 years ago.
which one did you send it to me?
40.
for?
On your main joint.
That's crazy. I just saw it. Oh, 404
404
482
482
2801.
2801.
All right, so what's up? Y'all think Smokey innocent? That's what y'all saying?
I don't know if he innocent, but
It's some bullshit.
yeah, let that shit ride. Nigga, you ain't said nothing all this shit. Now you wanna wait till you 85?
Yeah.
You can't bring no charges on no 80-year-old man, bro. Straight up, bro. Fuck all
They're
that.
trying to build Cosby
They
our
did it
boy.
to Bill.
Yeah, trying to build Cosby our boy.
They ain't supposed to did it to Bill neither, bro. Like, I ain't with it, bro. 20 years old, that's gone, man. Y'all
You
tripping
think, Will?
now, bro.
I don't think it got no validity. It probably was. He probably was. It was some activity, but not enough to get sued. I say he probably was
Listen,
paying
man.
them for favors, and he stopped.
Listen, man.
Or the wife put a stop to it. Something happened.
What is they doing in my crib? What is they doing again? What's their job occupation?
They housekeeping.
Housekeepers.
Y'all fucking me, man.
What?
Y'all fucking me, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute,
Playing with
Zai.
you playing with me, bro, in my crib, bro. I got a big mansion. My thing is always out. Y'all, yeah, we get it on in my crib, yo. You're a housekeeper. Yeah, you come get in the room, and I tell you what, yo, when you get out and you keep taking care of the house business, this is what I'm paying you 18 years. I'm paying you good money.
Hey.
y'all remember when the Breakfast Club used to come on and they always say that one call in and be like, why are you so angry? That's what brother sounded like.
That's the energy tonight, man. I'm on some high energy tonight, bro. BJ got on me earlier. My low bottom energy. So my energy up today, man. I'm 80 years old, bro. Y'all as housekeepers in my crib. This is what we doing.
Smokey shit ain't even working. That's how I know they lying. Smokey ain't thinking about no damn pooch. He had no 85. Smokey like, fuck y'all bitches. I'm finna watch the rest of Judge Judy and go my ass to bed.
Straight up, man.
Smokey ain't trying to even
Smoke
hit.
did that shit, but they was with it.
They was with it, man.
Yeah.
We talk about in the 80s?
No, they said BJ read 2006 to 2024.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
What up, Dre? Help us out in the chat. Y'all think Smoke Dog?
I mean,
Y'all think Smokey try to relive his hay with the housekeepers?
how did he rape him though?
They just said sexual. Oh no, they said rape allegations. You're right.
They didn't
How
get.
did he rape him though?
They didn't get specific.
So what are they saying? Hey, you look
They
good.
just saying like sexual harassment and sexual assault. I don't think
Man.
they didn't get to the nitty gritty yet.
So-
They just trying to get that bread.
Smokey hollering at him, and they gonna call it harassment. I
Hey,
let
bro,
you in my
I'm
house.
walking
You in here in
around.
this little skirt.
I'm walking around the crib like you Hefner, bro. I ain't got no drawers on. I got a robe. My thing keep being outside all the time. Yeah, we trying to get it on, man. What they
I'm
talking
working.
about?
I'm walking around with the robe on with Vaseline in my hand.
Straight
What
up,
we doing?
bro.
What we doing?
Dress. So they about to Cosby Smokey.
Y'all would have got charged too, man.
Facts.
Don't worry, cause nigga, I'm inviting you over to BJ. Come over, nigga. I got these maids over here.
The only thing
So-
about it, the difference that would have been from all of these different people, Smokey, would have been some black women in my crib. Not no Spanish, all of those different shit. Nah, it would have been some black women. They would have
that's
been
a
cool.
fact.
They would have been cool.
That's a fact, right?
They would
Them
have been
Spanish,
cool.
them Spanish women was cool.
I about to say he liked what he liked, man. He
Yeah,
could
they
afford
was
it.
cool.
They Spanish was cool. Straight up.
They just trying to get him now. Nah,
That's all
y'all,
that is.
y'all got fired. Y'all don't want to get deported. So
Right.
y'all gonna put a case out on this nigga. Try
Right.
to get
Get
him.
him some
Y'all been
money.
working there for 20 years. Y'all been getting security all this time.
Straight up.
Now y'all want unemployment, and he like, no. And now y'all want to go sue.
Yeah, you know how you know Smokey ain't got no bass in his voices. What you say you want it? Hey, you know Smokey a calm dude, man. He with that rah. Smokey is real light voiced. You know what I mean?
I better leave Smoke alone, man.
Leave Smoke out of this, man. Smoke chilling, man.
They just picking random ass people to fuck with.
Probably a monster. He get on that liquid courage, man. We don't know.
Smoke fucking with that goddamn Hennessy.
Nah,
Them
Smoke
niggas
too
trying to
rich for
smoke
Hennessy.
dog.
I don't do my man like that.
Nah, ain't no such thing as too rich for Hennessy.
He too rich. That's
Ain't
poor
no such
people
thing as
liquor.
too.
That's
Nah,
broke
hell
people
no.
liquor.
That's real nigga liquor. Smokey on there with them goddamn what's that shit they be making in the country in them jars?
I got them corn liquor, moonshine.
Moonshine, yeah.
He from the moonshine.
Man said
days.
too many liars, too many weirdos, too many evil individuals nowadays to tell. No idea, but if he did do it, F him. Middle finger to him. Nah, I'm with that, man. Cause shouldn't nobody be sexually harassed at their job.
I think he did it.
You think he did it and been doing it and gonna get away with it?
I don't trust high yellow niggas.
What's about a bitch?
I don't trust no 85-year-old high yellow soft speaking nigga, man.
Name Smokey,
man.
huh?
Nah, them high yellow niggas ain't shit, man.
Hey, nigga
Them high yellow
racist.
niggas, all of them. Think about them. All them high yellow niggas ain't shit. John Starks, Allen Houston. All them
Man, that
high
shit-
yellow niggas ain't shit, bro.
That shit was before the
I don't get along with no
non-disclosure
high
letter,
yellow niggas, man.
man. Yeah, Smokey just said no
Niggas
about the
ain't shit, man.
non-disclosure, man.
Kurt, what up? Smokey Robinson, your man, your boy. Your
Who?
boy.
Smokey
Who?
Robinson.
Smokey Robinson, rape allegations.
Who you like that funny eyed colored motherfucker?
God damn, what's wrong with y'all niggas?
That
That's how
nigga
Smokey get him with the eyes.
You not a Motown? You not a Motown kid?
ain't he gay?
Oh,
Damn.
come on.
Nah, he ain't gay.
Damn.
He ain't gay. We ain't gonna do that. He ain't gay. I ain't say that. I said I don't fuck with high yellow niggas. I ain't gonna say he gay. Him,
He
Prince,
don't like high yellow.
them
You don't
niggas
like
ain't
niggas
gay.
with lighter eyes?
Ain't nobody
God
say
damn.
Prince was gay ever. And that nigga was the most feminine nigga out of everybody.
Man, Prince was gay, man. Come on. Stop.
They said Michael Jackson was gay, but never said Prince was. I don't think none of them was gay. I don't think Smokey gay.
I don't think Mike was gay for real, for real.
Nah,
I
Mike
think-
ain't mess with them kids.
I think Mike gave y'all that squeaky ass voice on TV, but I think Mike get behind them closed doors and get real nigga on them.
Get real Gary
Yeah,
Indiana.
yeah,
that's what
right?
everybody
Yeah.
said. He beat Tupac up too.
Look. Mike
He
could be
pressed him
like,
about
hey, come in here.
Kidada, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Quincy
yeah.
Jones' daughter.
Yeah.
He beat Michael Jackson beat Tupac up over Quincy Jones' daughter.
He ain't beat him up. He just went up and was like, hey, you know, I'm Mike.
They had a fight, bro.
Yeah, they go scuffling.
It's multiple witnesses that was there. First of all, let's keep it real. Mike is a 6'3", 6'4" nigga with 5 brothers. Tupac
I
is
don't know how tall
5'7",
Mike was.
5'8", bro.
I don't know how tall Mike was. Mike was tall?
Mike was a tall nigga. Yeah, Mike.
I thought Mike was short.
Nah, Mike 6'3", 6'4". All them niggas was tall niggas. Jermaine and all them niggas was tall niggas.
Hey,
and you know,
but Pac was really kind of feminine in the beginning.
And you know, his pops
whole
used,
time.
His pops used to
Yeah.
beat on them for wreck. You know that
Right.
thing, man. Mike wasn't no punk, man. That nigga had 5 brothers.
Right.
Yeah. Hey,
It was 8 of them. You know them niggas was
Hey.
tussling. You know Joe made them niggas fight, get out there in the front yard and the boxing
know
gloves
Mike
on
White-
and fight them niggas in Gary,
Mike
Indiana.
throw on one goddamn silver glove. You gotta start watching a nigga with one silver glove on.
High
You
yellow.
better watch that nigga.
Bree said
And-
Prince had all the broads. That's a fact.
How you know?
Hey,
And-
Prince
and-
had Carmen
and,
Electra.
And
See, that was that
Shaquille.
time.
them
man.
dancing niggas, man. Them dancing niggas, man. Chris Brown and them niggas.
Shaquille, who you thought was gay? Smokey?
Hell yeah.
Nah.
Who the fuck would think Smokey was gay?
Kurt with the allegations, man.
Yeah, he came in with that bullshit.
Yeah, Kurt started some bullshit, man. I
Man.
ain't never hear no. I know Smokey was smoking crack.
For real?
Yeah,
Well, he done sexually assaulted the bras.
with Rick James.
If you smoke crack, you do any damn thing.
Yeah,
With Rick
you-
James.
He was
That's a fact.
he probably was peer pressure.
I would think Rick James was more gay than goddamn Prince or Smokey
Oh,
Robinson.
stop. Come on. We ain't gonna be no Buffalo slander, Casey.
I ain't gonna lie. High yellow nigga smoking crack, bro.
You see
Guilty
this
as
shit?
charged.
He did it.
You see this shit?
He
But
did it.
then want to talk about Bill didn't do this shit. Nigga, Bill was running around here drugging bitches. Dark skinned nigga shit.
He did it too.
Yeah, that nigga did it.
He did. He told on himself. So
Bill said he did it, but he was also giving him a little something monthly. And then that when it stopped, they had to go get it out the court.
Hey, listen, man. But what they
Yo,
say,
man.
man, you don't pay them to stay, you pay them to leave.
yo, Kurt, I saw what you was talking about. I forgot about that case, but the Memphis police officers, that Tyree Nichols joint, they got
Yeah.
acquitted.
Yeah.
All black officers.
Yeah.
What y'all got to say about that?
Where's the uproar?
Ain't
What
nobody
happened?
protesting or nothing? Thanks for the homie. Don't nobody want to protest that?
I
So you
don't, I don't know.
got, they might not be familiar with the case, BJ.
If they was white, y'all would have tore this country up.
So it was 5 officers total. 2 of them took a plea, and the remaining 3 just got acquitted. What, a couple days ago?
Yesterday, I think.
Yesterday?
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
They still face federal charges. So maybe does that have anything to do with it? Them being acquitted?
But I mean, you know, they was like goon squad. You know, they go through the neighborhoods and, you know, harass motherfuckers that selling drugs and shit. But they beat that boy up. They beat him to death.
They killed him, yeah.
They should be convicted of that shit. I think. I don't give a what.
So you think do y'all think that the state is leaving it up to the federal to do the job?
No, the blue code of silence is it federal and state is, you know, they is what they is. You know, I don't think they're gonna get convicted. It's just
So who just acquitted them? The state?
Yeah. They still face federal charges coming up.
Yeah, the feds ain't talking on that.
I
Or
wonder
maybe
when
the state
people
was
go.
satisfied with the 2 that took the plea. They may didn't want all 5 of them.
I wonder when they go sign up and get hired to be a police officer. After they get hired in, do they get jumped in like a gang? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really all the police is a bunch of gang members.
Well, I sent you a little video. It's like a minute long. We could play that joint.
You know what
Man,
I
he
mean?
said it's never been F the white police. It's F the police. That means all of them.
So I mean, ain't nobody talking about it. I ain't hear nothing about it.
Cause it ain't controversial. Cause
We ain't talking about it.
I ain't gonna say
we
F
feel
all
the
the
same way
police.
you feel, man. F all the police. But
I ain't gonna say
if
that.
there was
I
white
ain't gonna
cops,
say
it'd
that.
be an uproar.
I ain't gonna say F all the police because not all police is bad.
No, I'm talking about in this
Yeah.
situation.
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't care if they was white or black. They
Yeah.
killed that man. He handcuffed, defenseless. They suckers.
I definitely can't. I definitely have some
They
cool police
don't
niggas in my
commit
life. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
Right.
Definitely
You know.
did. Even in jail and prison.
Dead ass
That's
mom.
that's how I was living.
Hey,
Okay.
Gwinnett County, we used to have one officer used to come in. I can't remember his name, but his favorite thing when he come in there, we was in the working pot. He come in there and start hollering about geekness is my weakness.
Officer Floyd?
Is that his name? The dark skinned fella?
Nah.
Nah, he used to come in there and love to give us the big ass cups of coffee. He'd send the other turnkey out and then be like,
I
"Hey,
know who you talking about.
fix
I know
that
who you talking
coffee,"
about too.
and we be
Yeah,
having
he
them big
always
ass
gave that
cups of
coffee
coffee.
out.
You got that big ass cup be up in there, turn the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, you be having, but at the end of the day, these folks just getting up and going to work and doing their job. Do you got some fucked up ones? Yes. You got some gang
But
members in
I
there?
don't
Yes.
understand why did they beat him and what was justified? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like how was it justified? They pulled the nigga out the car. What was he doing that justified them beating him to death?
Hey,
Nothing.
you know what? We can't say that because we wasn't there. You know what I'm
But
saying?
after he
About to play
handcuffed
the
and
video.
restrained, bro, like y'all can
Yeah,
stop whooping his ass at that
yeah,
point.
you got to stop. But a lot of times, I can't speak for everybody, but sometimes niggas be acting an ass like, bruh, just chill. I know some of y'all done been around some of y'all folks, and you be like, bruh, shut up real quick, bro. You finna get us
You
some more
right,
trouble you
Casey.
need to be in. You know what I'm saying?
You right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when the
Niggas
shit
be
happened,
extra.
yeah, then the shit happened, and then we all
Yep.
looking like, ah, what happened? Nigga, the nigga went shut the fuck up, bro. We could have all
Yeah.
sleep. We all could
But
have
Niggas be,
went
that
home, but
don't
niggas
this
be
nigga
extra.
wouldn't stop.
but that don't justify them
Nah,
saying, okay,
straight
well,
up.
he gonna shut the
That
fuck
still
up,
don't
so we
just
gonna kill
yeah,
him.
that don't justify that, man.
It
Like,
ain't
nah.
justifying it, but it's a way. It's a way you got to conduct. Man, we all done been in situations where the police done got up on us. We all done had that moment a spook like goddamn they behind. We all done been there, nigga. When they get there, let these folks do their job and go the fuck on about their business.
Dredd make a good point. He said it's a setup for when they start letting the white cops off they charges that they can say it's not race related. I can see
You know what
that
I'm
too.
saying?
I
I
don't
can see
think
that
everything
too.
is set up, bro. I think shit just be happening, bro.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know how to handle your situations. If nigga, even just like y'all say, when dude was handcuffed, nigga, before you even got your ass whooped, bro, you did something that provoked them folks to whoop your ass. And I ain't trying to say like I'm on their side. I'm just saying we know when we right and we know when we wrong. We know how to stop some shit. If they said pull over, nigga, comply with them folks because you know they killing folks.
It don't
The
even
problem,
matter though. It don't even
it,
matter. In the end of the day though, it's like, especially on a black cop, bro. Like, I just know black cops, bro, that try to be white. They the worst ones to me. The
they
black
are,
cops be the black cops be way OD than the white ones. A lot of times, bro.
they
Cause
do.
still when you handcuff this guy, bro, come on, y'all ain't gotta crush the man after that, bro. I don't care what he say out his mouth. Put him in
Right.
the car, take him to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you beating him and all that. Like, nah, that's extra, bro. Like, y'all niggas supposed to be protected and serving. This is your job, bro. Like, we can't forget none of that.
Right.
Y'all the
We just
guys that's
got
supposed to do the right thing. Fuck a
what are they?
person, a man.
Yeah, I mean they serving ass whoopings. I mean that's why you got to know how to handle yourself in certain situations.
No, that's a fact, though. You know, we understand that, but I'm
Right.
just saying that you still can't punish. You can't still dog this man, even if he running off in his mouth. But this be the things where how they violate dudes, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not a law that I can't talk. I
Right.
can't say what I want to say. So if I
It's
get
not a
slick,
law, but we still know, nigga. Hey, these folks is killing us out here, man. You gotta mind where you at for a minute and just know, man. Listen, let me get myself up out of here. And for the most part, when When niggas start even really trying to be hella active with the police, nigga, when most people know, man, I'm finna either go to jail or I need to get up out of here.
That'd be broke nigga activity. I
Or
said that the
niggas who act
last
like they ain't got
episode.
no goddamn cases.
That's broke nigga activity,
Yeah.
man.
Let's watch this clip right quick, y'all. Hold on.
Go ahead.
News we're following tonight. 3 former Memphis officers have been acquitted in the deadly beating of Tyree Nichols. In 2023, 19-year-old Tyree Nichols ran away from officers during a traffic stop. When officers caught up to him, he was pulled from his vehicle, pepper sprayed, tased, and later caught by 5 officers who then beat him severely. He died 3 days later. State charges are still pending against 2 other officers. The 3 officers who were acquitted today, Darius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justice Smith, may still spend time in prison. They were convicted on some federal charges last year.
I personally think any fair-minded person who watches the video would come to the conclusion that everybody there had some responsibility for Tyree Nichols' death. But as I said, the jury took a different view.
Maybe they wasn't the ones that really was doing the damage or something.
Right.
Cause it's only.
Cause they said it was 2 other ones that still got.
So that means it's like 7 total.
I think it was
No,
like
5.
It was 5. I thought 2 of them already pleaded.
But 3 of them got goddamn
it's 3
federal
right
charges.
there. It's 3 right there, and then they said another 2.
Yeah.
In the video, it looked like it was only like 5 or 6.
5 of them. Again, you done took them on a foot chase, you done ran. So you know once they catch you, they're gonna whoop your ass. That goes out the window because you know once you done took these folks on the run, they on your ass. So we know that already. That's regular shit we know. Now, do they gotta kill you? No. Can they stop after? Yes. Why y'all didn't get up off of this man? Now y'all gonna pay y'all price for it. But again, nigga, you know what you finna get once you start doing the foolishness. You start running, they gonna get you. You know if you start running, you got the potential to die.
Man, I used to run from cops all the time, man, when I was younger, bro.
But you knew,
when they got behind me, bro, and I won't right, bro, I ran, bro, and it didn't lead to them doing nothing to me. Straight up, they just
we in a different time.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing though, Zah. Just because they ain't do nothing to you, it wasn't your turn.
Excuse my language, man, but listen, bro, that still don't give you no reason, bro, you to put your hands on me and kill me, bro. Like real talk, bro.
No, we're not saying that they justified for doing what they doing. We just saying you know what
We'll come with it.
I just said last episode that when we ran from the police, we knew that if they catch us, we getting our ass whipped. That was just a known rule.
Yeah.
That was just known. You make them niggas run and you get caught,
They gonna beat your ass.
they gonna beat your ass, bro. Police that wasn't even there gonna join in.
Yeah.
I didn't even run and the nigga drugged me by my feet in handcuffs.
And ain't none of that shit was right. Straight
Nobody saying it's right. We just understand it. Ain't nothing right.
That's it. That's right.
One thing about it, it don't matter if it's right or wrong. He dead.
Right.
And
dead.
that's why these dudes is guilty. They all need the chair. I think they need to bring the chair back for these people. For real. Yeah,
No, they need
I ain't mad at that neither.
No, we need another form of policing. We need another form of policing, like how the Red Dogs and then was. We need somebody policing the police. Still let the police do their job because you still got a job that needs
Internal
to be done.
affairs.
like
Internal affairs. That ain't for us. That ain't for us. We need a group of
a radical
us on the street,
like,
right?
Yeah,
People that really come from that community and from that you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That can come in there and
all
fight
right,
for
let's
you.
keep it real. That ain't never gonna happen, bro, because
That ain't
black
never
culture
happen.
teaches the kids not to be the police. Black culture teach the kids to hate the police anyway. So they already 5, 6, 7, 8 years old saying fuck the police and this, that. It's black culture do not promote go be a cop. The Italians do, the Irish do, white people do. The Jews might even fuck around and sneak some police in there and judges. They go for the judges and lawyers. But
I think our
other
mentality
cultures
thought
send
that.
their children to go be the police. Black people don't. Black culture don't. The black culture teaches drugs, violence, and no snitching.
I think that's our old way of thinking. I don't think we do that no more.
You crazy as hell, nigga. You crazy. Hold on, man. You ain't see these young niggas, man. These YNs.
I just seen one try to in Detroit trying to take a gun
Bro,
from the police.
it's 5 and 6 year olds in New York right now outside talking about they'll smoke everything. This is my hood. I smoke all these niggas. 5, 6 years old.
I got what you're saying. I get it. I'm not saying it's not happening, but I don't think it's the majority.
It's definitely the majority, bro. Definitely.
My kids don't think like that.
Job, though. It's not a good job no more. It's dangerous. It ain't no whole hell of a lot of money.
It ain't no money. And a lot of these kids, man, not everybody got to be the police. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody want to be the police, but that don't mean you got to say fuck the police there, because some of you can watch a lot of these videos and see these kids outside playing basketball with the police and kicking it. So it ain't all kids thinking like fuck the police. The kids who saying fuck the police is the kids who grow up in the environments where it's fuck the police.
You get situations, right, where a lot of people still hot about what's the guy name, man? Rodney King.
Rodney King. Mm-hmm.
Like, people still got the stigma of what cops do, bro, and that's gonna stay on them. It's a stitch that's on cops that they're gonna wear that. I don't care what state, what the situation. You're going to resonate with a cop as being like the Rodney King, like beating brothers.
Right.
So we grow up thinking like that. In this new era, they come right in the fold of thinking like that. You know what I mean? Like, now you got black mothers teaching a kid, like, okay, when you get pulled over, you know, show them your hands, and, you know, because this is what's really going down now.
Right.
But you got to start teaching that to your kids.
And that's just what you said, teaching.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, it's a long.
First of all, y'all bugging. If for one, these little all right. So the cities that is happening in, majority of those black kids are saying fuck the police. The police is the enemy.
I'm not, but that's a fact.
These Memphis, New York,
Birmingham,
Baltimore, Birmingham, New Orleans.
Atlanta.
These cities, these young niggas over there. We're not talking about Gwinnett, and even these suburban little boys, these young suburban niggas is trying to get down with that. But we, you know what I mean? We talking about those cities like Memphis is saying fuck the police. 8, 9, 10 years old. Look at the little nigga. Look at it's a trend of these rappers grabbing these young. Look at these young boys. They on social media now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Little King and little RT and all 8 years old talking all that crazy. Come on, bro. It's black culture, bro. It's black culture.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, it's not all black kids that saying fuck the police, that saying don't be the police. Some kids might want to be the fucking police, and that's okay.
No. That's the minority. Yeah.
Yeah.
They the minority.
Guess what? If we can push our kids to be the police, maybe we can get a better result.
So where we stand on this show right now, y'all think the behavior of the deceased caused his own death, because we know how cops gonna react if they catch you?
No, I don't see that.
So should they have been acquitted, or should they been charged? I mean, should they been convicted?
They should have been charged.
Yeah, murder is murder. I don't care who did it.
Yeah, they definitely should have been charged. I don't see how they was acquitted. I'm still trying to figure out how they was acquitted.
Like dude said, everybody there plays a part in that man's death.
Everybody,
even that man.
Straight up.
Everybody played a part. So the jury just as guilty as the cops.
Not the jury.
Yeah, they didn't want to acquit them.
We ain't in there here in the court. We
gotta see what evidence. Right. See, they're going by the evidence and the rules and this and what the charge was. What was the charge?
We can't.
The charge makes a difference.
Off of 15 seconds of a clip.
I'm handcuffed, tased, and pepper sprayed. Quit fucking hitting me, bro. I don't care. I'm talking shit because you hitting me. What are you talking about?
Like, yeah.
What if he whooped a couple of their ass first?
The camera didn't show none of that. The camera, what they talking about, they didn't say nothing about the man swung on them, and they didn't say none of that. They just said this man went on a high-speed chase or ran from him, and when they caught him, they dogged him. That's it. In the story. That's what they saying.
That's what they saying.
The backstory.
Bree said charge. It's on video.
Y'all read the backstory to that. Those police officers were a commissioned like SWAT team. So they was going through neighborhoods and intimidating, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, them cat probably ran from him. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what they was gonna do, whether he ran or not. So you know, they was just some dogs. They was brothers as opposed to white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
It
heard the
don't
same story you
justify
heard, Johnny.
once they caught him. You know, you beating a defenseless man. You know, that's like trying to get clout because you beating up somebody that can't fight back. He
How
wasn't
old?
swinging back.
How old was the guy?
18, 19 years old.
So now let's ask ourselves, right?
No, I think he was 20.
You talking about the
I mean,
deceased?
that's the
If
same
he was
age.
20 years old, right? So put yourself now make that a white guy. Make that a white boy 20 years old. Do they
Why?
catch him and
Why
crush?
though? Why? It don't even matter.
It's bad enough that he
None
black.
of that matters. Why we make that a white guy? We already know that's not. I just seen a video of a white guy outside with like 5, 6 police niggas and telling them get the fuck out of here, cursing them out and all that, wilding on
Mm-hmm.
them.
I seen a video like
He
that.
was. I ain't gonna front. He was like 7 feet, 350 pounds, Army vet. But I'm talking about they whole demeanor, nigga. They was backing up from him and all that. So you already know what time it is. We come on, we know what time it is,
They
bro.
tried to escalate with that situation. But with
They was
black
trying to de-escalate. He was drunk, drove into the ditch, all that. He like, man, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This between me and my car and the tow truck. Get the fuck out of here. Word up. He was bobbing on them, man.
That's
He was
why
I
there's no
bobbing
think
on them.
that
reason.
nigga,
They
That's
ain't do
why there's
nothing.
no room.
His
That's
wife
why
had to come and talk him into letting them take him to jail. His wife had to come after like they was out there for a minute talking to him. They was
That's why
scared
it
of him.
shouldn't be no conversation about should they be locked up, and that's why it shouldn't be no conversation of that. Straight up, should be no conversation about. We shouldn't even get into nothing else. But what the evidence said they did, they killed him. He's dead. They need to go to jail. I'm just saying, straight up.
Mm.
I think so too.
What are we
Because
talking about?
once you have a man that's restrained, he's not a threat. He ain't nothing.
Straight up, he ain't nothing.
He's just he's a restrained prisoner. Lock him up and present the evidence that you got that he ran from the police, he's been so far, whatever it is they was investigating about. As far as beating a man that's defenseless, that doesn't give you no clout. That's what make black communities run from the police because they know that you know fuck around and kill them.
Mm.
I don't know,
Listen,
man.
the police get around
I
me.
ran from the police because I ain't want to get caught with what I had on me.
That's a fact. That's me.
Yeah,
I ran
Yeah.
I never
from
really
that.
was like, oh, they gonna kill me. I never was
Nah,
like,
I
I never
never.
You
felt
running,
that way.
You
I
you
ain't gonna
running
did
to
lie.
get
know
it
that,
off of you.
Fact.
but you did know that they was gonna beat your ass.
Facts.
You
And
running to
some of
get
the
it off
police
of you.
take beating somebody's ass too far. They beat your ass until you ain't got nothing left. They'll
Yeah.
beat the brakes out of
Yeah.
That's why
you. Yeah,
this
I mean,
new
they'll
regime
beat
of
you until
cops
you.
is out of pocket, bro. Like it won't, like you said though, BJ. Back in our day, like in VA, they ain't play that, bro. You ain't get beat up. You ain't get beat up when they caught you.
Let
Not
me
in
bring
VA.
y'all. A lot of y'all are not from the region where I'm at. It was a cop named Lakeshaw, and we used to be up at the schoolyard shooting dice, smoking weed, whatever. He'd line us up on the wall and target practice above our head, shoot above our head. He
Nah, I
said,
ain't doing that, bro. I ain't
out
doing
of
that.
the 10 y'all, I'm gonna kill 8 of you. That's just their mentality.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
And he became a well-known cop. They got streets named after him and all that.
I'm not
You know
standing
what
there
I'm
while
saying?
he shoot that shit above my head and all. No, no.
Huh?
He gonna shoot me in my back or something. Cause I'm not standing there while he's shooting that shit above my head. No.
Oh, if you'd have ran, he'd have shot and killed you.
Yeah, that's what would have happened to me.
Hey, listen, y'all know the bottom line of it. When we was growing up, this shows the difference. When we grew up, we did the same thing that these young kids are doing these days. We did the exact same thing, so it ain't nothing new to us. The blessing is some of us made it home. We probably lost some friends. It wasn't really too much of the police. After that Rodney King shit, you wasn't really hearing hella much of people just dying or getting beat up by the police, at least on the
Nah,
street. In the jail, yeah, they'll beat your ass. Them RRT teams and shit. But
nah, for
on
sure.
the street, you wasn't hearing about that. But what it is these days, these young kids, man, all they thinking about is drilling, and they listen. They think they NBA young boy and all this other shit. So when they get this music playing, they feeling like they beyond invincible and think that they can't die.
That's why I
And I
just
hate to
said the
say it like that.
majority of these
Yeah,
little niggas is already they they already hate the police. Even the niggas
they
that's not
hate
involved in
themselves.
nothing. Those
They
they
hate
enemies.
themselves. These folks don't have them. They don't have. They hate themselves. They don't
Yeah,
have
so.
nobody telling them like, "Hey, you
But
don't
black
gotta do
culture
that."
promotes that too,
Hey,
man. In the
let's
rap, what are they
let's
saying in the rap, bro? Like, what are they
let's.
saying in the
I see what
songs?
I see. We all going at that situation, right? Now let me change your mindset on something. How do you think them white cops is thinking the whole time, bro? What they really been wanting to do to a nigga? What y'all think they thinking in their mind when they catch a nigga, or they get a chance to punish a nigga? In their mind, that's when they mind from the door.
Free kill,
Free kill, free hat. Yeah, they get a free
free
hat.
kill.
Yeah, free. That's
Just like the boy in Ohio, free kill,
free kill, bro.
Mm.
free kill. They waiting to catch one of the niggas outside
They
with a gun
waiting.
or something like that.
They waiting, bro. They aim their gun at something and
Well, you can still pull them comments up while you eat.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Yeah, they waiting for that.
yeah. Like the girl that was in the crib, that's still on my mind. Like the black girl that
Breonna
supposed to had a
Taylor.
little problem. The girl that had a little problem in the crib, she called him or somebody called him, and she go over there by the pot. The white cops came in her crib.
Oh, the other girl,
Yeah,
the
she was
other
in there
lady.
by the pot, and they told her get away from over there. They started shooting her. She ain't did nothing.
Oh, the one with the water?
The one with the water, she was over there, but they said she supposed to have been a little disturbed. But
Nah. That
she
Free
didn't
cop,
do
kill,
nothing.
free
that cop,
kill,
he needed his, yeah, that
Free
was some
kill.
bullshit.
free
Yeah.
kill,
Free
Yeah,
bro.
he did
kill,
that.
bro.
But
Free kill. You doing shit. Your movements is giving them a way
Wow.
out.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's still
Yeah,
bullshit, bro.
yeah.
Like
It
these
can't be
are criminals,
bullshit,
Because the
right?
cops.
man told her to put the pot down. She put the pot down and he shot her for it.
It can't
Shot
be
her.
bullshit.
He
It
didn't
can't be
throw.
bullshit.
She didn't throw nothing on him. Nothing.
It can't be bullshit, but she's dead. So it could
That's
be
my point.
bullshit all day. It could
Right.
be
So I
bullshit
don't think,
and it could be not right. But these people are dead. They dead.
the
and
question is,
so,
what's the change? How do we change it, and how do we get a resolve? Because we can talk about it all day, but if we can't resolve it, then what are we doing?
I'll
You know
let
what I'm
y'all go
saying?
first. I'll go last. Go ahead,
Go
Kurt.
for it.
I think, this lethal force thing, they maybe just start using non-lethal bullets like they use in the penitentiary. Because them bullets will hit you in your head and concuss your head. The police is given too much authority or too much power to become judge, jury, and executioner on the street. One of the things that the Black Panther movement was all about is that, if you look at police, and it dates all the way back during the time of slavery, Ku Klux Klan were being deputized to police black neighborhoods. Most of the white cops is coming into black neighborhoods, not being able to really identify with how black people respond. Because the way I respond to a police may sound aggressive to a white man. But to a brother, if I'm responding to that way to like BJ, he may see it as, nigga, shut up. He's going to jail. And throw my ass in the back of the car. Yeah, he might make me bump my head a little bit, but he ain't going to go over. He see he's killing me by hitting me with blows that I can't protect myself against. So I can't say that we're going to get a lot of black folks to police us, but we should have somebody policing the police. When they going on a raid or something like that, you have a bipartisan organization that goes on that raid with them to ensure that they don't overstep the boundaries of their own authority. Because you give anybody, black or white, too much authority, it goes to their head. They think they can just, oh, I'm the law, so I can administer it, whether I'm judge, jury, or execution. That's in and of itself. They need to change the whole police policy, period. You know, let black people police their own neighborhood. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of guys in the community that know who's selling dope and don't want them selling dope in his neighborhood. He'll probably go, it say like it was me. I go to the motherfuckers, and man, I know you selling dope, bro. I'm the police. You need to stop that, or I'm gonna lock your
But
ass up.
hey yo, is there a solution? Or what was the question?
Right.
Kwame?
How do we solve it? What do we do?
Yeah, how is there do you think it's a way to solve it? Is there a solution or what?
It's not an overnight solution. That system that's been created
We
over
definitely
hundreds
know
of
that.
years ain't getting ready to happen overnight. It got to be a whole national movement among blacks as well as white about how police the community. They are police officers slash peace officers. They're supposed to be keeping the peace, not administering violence to say violence is wrong. How do you kill somebody to show the public at large that killing is wrong? That sounds hypocritical to me.
What you think, Casey?
I think it should be another step into I think it's already different levels of policing as it is, right? You got your state troopers, you got the people that's gonna come to your house, your sheriffs. I think it should be more training for people learning how to deal with these police. And I think we need to start really, before you can really be a police, I think that should need to be like college. You need to take 5 years worth of people training, how to deal with people, and make sure there ain't no anger there, ain't no hatred there. I think you should have to pay your money to be a police. I think you should have to pay to learn how to police and then go out and be a police. The same way they make you be a doctor or a lawyer, you got to go to school for all these years. I think they should do the same thing with police. Make them have to pay a fine, a fee, because you ain't never seen no doctor come out and be like, "Hey, I'm finna go kill this patient," or you ain't never heard a lawyer be like, "Hey, nigga, I'm just gonna go in here and throw you in the jail. I'm at least try to get you." I think police need to be held to the same standard as those folks, so that way they can take their job more serious and not just take it as I get to come out here and beat a nigga ass for free card. You know what I'm saying? And in hindsight, sometimes I done been pulled over by white police and they've been cool. You can get pulled over by black police and you'll be like, "Here go this coon ass motherfucker right here." So it really don't matter who pull you over. It's really how you interact with them. But if they start making them go to school and make them have to work harder to be a police instead of just saying, "Hey, come sign up and do these 4 weeks and let me show you how to hit somebody's car," I think that'll be more beneficial than actually um, what we getting right now. That's my solution. Put
What you
the ass
think,
in
Will?
school for longer.
I think it starts before we even get to the police. We gotta give a damn about each other first. The people, anybody, it ain't just the police. They can do whatever they want to do to us. It ain't gonna be no consequences, no repercussions. But we don't give a fuck about each other. Right? They don't do this. And I'm not saying police don't fuck. They kill all races, but they slaughter us. We allow it. We can't even agree on if these cops should be goddamn acquitted on what they did or based on what the deceased did. We don't agree on shit. So like remember down here in Atlanta when the young guy went to all those massage parlors and killed them Asian people. Them folks had a bill the following week. They had legislation.
Yeah, niggas in New York was walking around slapping Asians and shit, kicking them in their ass.
They got an anti-hate bill that following week, bro.
Joe
Nothing
Biden.
moved. We still trying to get reparations from the damn 1800. Man, come on.
Yeah, that's Kurt, man. Joe Biden. Joe
He
Biden.
go with that Republican Democrat shit.
No, I'm
That's
just
not a
saying,
Republican.
Joe
That's
Biden
not a
did do
Republican or
that.
Democrat issue because they've been having things like that before Biden was even in office. Come on, man. Republicans been killing motherfucking black folks since the Civil War.
Yeah,
So
that nigga crazy. That nigga said Republicans been killing black folks since the Civil War. You
Damn.
really don't know what you talking about.
If those Memphis officers would have beat a Jewish young man or young lady like that, they would never even made it to court, bro. It wouldn't be no damn trial.
Straight up.
you know,
It do start with that. It start with
young man
the
said,
you.
you know, we gotta teach our kids how to respond in situations, not think in terms of the police, because I appreciate the police in instances that, you know, if somebody breaking my car, you know, they coming to investigate. But those police officers that have unscrupulous characters, he already dislikes you. He probably go home and talk to his Republican wife and say, "I'm gonna get me a nigga today, just because."
The whole shit is not even designed for our benefit at all. We can't change that. We have to change
Okay, and we
us.
also can't change the fact that if we keep letting it go like it is, then trust me, that blue code of silence is going to continue to happen. And we're going to be right back, I guarantee you, before next month, we're going to be talking about another police killing of somebody in the community, whether it's white or whether it's black. Police officers are not, their job isn't to determine the law
Good dad, bad son.
and execute the law. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Oh, you gotta put the number back up, Will. But yo, listen. Um, I agree with you, Kurt, as far as teaching your kids how to respond to police. That's big, especially your sons, especially these black boys. You got to teach them how to respond,
Hold on a second.
react to police
You trying to call into the show?
for sure. I agree with Will. Unity plays a big part. They're not gonna do that to them Chinese and them Jews and them Arabs and shit because they stick together. They gonna march. They gonna boycott some shit and they gonna take their money away. They not gonna fuck. They got political ties. Just like when the Chinese officer killed the black dude in the projects, he got probation for that shit. You know what I mean, just the black dude running downstairs, he shot him dead because he was scared in the pink houses or something. You know what I mean? He got off. Them Chinese people, when they locked him up, them Chinese people was really active out there. I don't think it's a solution. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I don't think there is a solution. I think the only thing that could really kind of combat it is if more black people, if we got to change our culture, and I think more
It's too far gone.
more black. Yeah, it's too far gone.
about that?
But I think we need more black officers, and then that shit really don't matter because then you'll get the niggas that don't give a fuck. So
Like
it's really the
one-
mentality of the black people that become officers also.
I like to take it back to. I would like to take it back to the way Morris law deals with, right? Like, you should be tried by your peers, right? And I think we should be policed by our peers, even
You
though
gotta
we
put the
say
number
we
back
have
up
those
too, bro.
black,
Okay.
we have the black cops or whatever. But I think if we police our own, or let them
Oh, that's
police
the only
theirs,
okay. You can't put it on the
I,
bottom where.
I could go in it, yeah.
So you're saying that I'm hard to get everything you're saying. So you're saying that the police officer should be prosecuted based on the shooting of that young black male? Is that what you saying? Come get a little bit bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, that's the topic we're discussing right now. We're saying how do we fix?
Okay, I can take it. I can take care on that situation. I'm a political genius. So I'll take that debate.
Who is it? Who we speaking
Introduce
to?
yourself first.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. You live now.
Say what?
Go ahead. Tell everybody who you are, and then go ahead with your comment.
Well, my name is Dexter and everything. I do immigration law and criminal law.
All right.
Okay.
So what? And
Welcome.
What your comment was?
You're welcome, sir. I got recommended to talk to this podcast, so I'm
That's
interested
what's
in the
up.
conversation.
And you do criminal law where? In what state?
You're live right now.
You do criminal law in what state?
Yeah, I do criminal law and immigration law.
In what state?
What state?
He probably can't hear me.
Georgia, sir.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Say what, sir?
Speak your piece. We hear you.
You say I need to wait?
No, go ahead. Tell us what you want to tell us.
Talk. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm here, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us what you want to tell us about the situation.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get an understanding of the premise in which you are saying based on your conclusion of how you feel the police officer were wrong.
We feel like they was wrong. That's it. You got a different way of seeing it. You could just go ahead and speak your piece. Tell us how you see it. You think they was justified?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why you think they was justified? I'm willing to, I would like to know.
Because after you look at the video and everything, that you see the team do point the gun at him, or if you disagree with the team pointing at him, he still was a threat.
No, not that case. We talk about the Memphis police
Hold
officer.
on. He talking about the Ohio shit?
You talking about Ohio, correct?
Well, no, the Memphis police officer, the one who shot the team, right?
Nah, that was in Ohio, bro.
That was Ohio. So you talking about the Memphis team, okay? Because it's hard to hear you and everything.
All right, so well, you gonna have to
call you back and everything. Try to maybe I get on another phone, okay?
All right.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to talk to him maybe or something. He can't hear us?
He said he going to try on a different phone. He must got the Obama phone.
Because I'm confused.
Yeah.
Unless he got to be talking about Ohio.
Yeah.
He talking about a gun and they shot him and all that. He got to be talking about Ohio.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's no solution. I don't really think there's no solution. I think you could hire more black officers from the neighborhoods or whatever, but that ain't going to happen.
Right.
That ain't gonna happen. Niggas ain't trying to, you could barely get niggas to be COs. But I'm gonna tell you this, as far as me, I ain't had no issues when I became a civilian. I ain't had no police issues as a civilian.
At all?
Come on.
Nope. All my issues came when I was in the streets. So my recommendation for anybody watching this and young boys and all that, get out the streets. Civilian life is way easier. If I could go back,
Do it again.
I'd have stayed in school, man. Been a civilian the
I
whole
had
way.
an issue as
I'd
a
have said, fuck
civilian.
Albany Avenue. Straight up.
I had an issue while I was a civilian with a police officer in Georgia, in
What happened?
Clark. I was coming from work one day. I did a 12-hour shift. And I got home. I went in the house, right? I started taking my clothes off because I'm getting ready to take a shower. I've been working all day. I ain't got nothing on me. I ain't did nothing. Been work. So when I came out the bathroom, the living room was right there. I see these lights, so I kind of look out to see what is going on. Black police officer, you looking out the window. Come out and get back in your car. What the fuck? So I come outside, I'm in my road, put in the car. I was like, well, what? I just got off work. I need to wash my ass. You know what I'm saying? I said, get back in your car. Get back in your car. I eventually, complied with him. Yeah, what's up? Give me my ticket. What up? What you going? What? You made an illegal right turn. It was something that was so bizarre that I was like, bruh, let me just go. I'll go to court on this. You know what I'm saying? Easy and winning because he pulled me over. There was nobody behind me all the way down Ponce de Leon. When I turned into my apartment complex, there was no police officer behind me. So, how can you say I made a wrong right or left? There was nobody there. It wasn't even a car behind me. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I get home. I don't know if he just had an attitude or had seen me before in the neighborhood. I kept telling him, let me see your supervisor because I think you out of control. You know what I'm saying? He's fussing and fussing. Well, when the white officer came, he de-escalated. Well, he's saying you did this and that and that. Okay, that's what he said. Let me get the ticket so I can go take my shower. You know what I'm saying? It's just, my point is, we all know
you didn't have to run from the police. You didn't get beat up. You didn't get shot at. None of that happened. You really went back outside. I would have never went back outside.
Okay, though I wasn't beat up physically, they beat me up in the court because they charged me a $500 ticket over a brother. They
I would have never
gave
went back. I'm not
some
going outside.
authority, and because he did not like how I was responding to him, I still have to pay. I got to pay, financially as opposed to physically. So, it's the same thing. We have to get people in these positions that are, I agree with this young man down here, that are trained to be able to escalate, communicate with people, you know what I'm saying? So that we don't have these young boys out here running out of fear of being harassed, murdered in the street, beat up.
That I ain't gonna lie, Kurt. That ain't even making sense, bro. You trying to go from what happened with you as a civilian. You brought your ass back outside. I would have never came outside. I'm in my house about to take a shower. They told me
And
to
that
come
man
back
would've
outside
kicked-
and get in my car.
That police officer would have kicked my door down.
That's what they would have had to do.
Okay,
That's what they
then
would've had to do.
Then it ends up where he could murder me. Or
Man,
call
that's what they would have had to do, bro.
Y'all
Because
talking about
one
me.
thing about it, if he pulled me over and he right behind me, I would have never made it in my house. I would have never made it in my house, bro. I'm not coming back outside. I would have called the police on him. Yo, man, there's somebody outside talking about they the police, and I'm scared. I don't know what they talking about. I'm not coming out my house. I just had that situation. It was a situation like that with Eli's mom. They come banging on her shit and putting flashlights in her window. She called me. It's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
2 something in the morning. Eli over there. It's like 2 something in the morning. They banging on her door, banging on the window, and got the flashlight in her window and shit. She called me. She like, yo, the police at my door. I don't know what's going on. I got my gun in here, Eli in here, da 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 da. I said, tell Eli get under the bed. So Eli stayed in his room and went under the bed and shit. She's like, yo, what should I do? You know what I mean? Because they acting like they're about to kick her door in or whatever. So I told her stay in her room. Stay in her room and I said, don't go for no gun. Put the gun in your drawer, whatever. Don't do nothing. Just stay in your room and call the police on them. I'm on my way. Convicted felon, all that. Join with me. On the way. I'm probably about 20 minutes. Nicole and them came out too. I'm probably like 20 minutes away. Flew 90 miles an hour. I get there. It's bail bondsmen. Hold on, Kurt. It's bail bondsmen, people and police, Gwinnett police and here and shit. Man, I get out the car. Wow, the fuck is y'all doing? My son in there. Y'all bugging.
Yeah.
2 Gwinnett County cops, a black one and a white one. The bondsman is like, yo, who you? This, that, and man. Fuck all that. Why y'all over here, bro?
Right.
What y'all over here for? Oh, we looking for such and such. That ain't them. Oh, we don't know that. That they gave us this address, and I don't give a fuck. It's 2 something in the morning on Thursday. My son gotta go to school. Y'all got my son in there scared. Eli was like 7, 8 years old. Y'all got my son in there scared. My baby mom's in there scared. Y'all got the flashlights on the window. She can't see who it is. Y'all told me y'all the police, and y'all ain't even fucking police. Gwinnett County, the black guy, he like, yo, come here, man. Pull me to the side. He like, yo, you from New York? Huh? I'm like, yeah.
Don't matter.
I'm from New York too.
Yeah.
He like, I got this. He like, yo, y'all got a warrant?
Nope.
Nah, we ain't got no warrant. All right, y'all got to go.
Get the fuck on. Yeah.
Y'all got to go. They went to the white cop. The white cop like, yo, listen, man. He don't want y'all. She already told y'all no, and he definitely don't want y'all going there. Y'all can't go in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they go back there. It's like 4 of them. Black suited up, black suit, ski mask, all that, long joints.
Bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters. Not even police. Bounty hunters. So they go back down the steps and shit, and so they come over, and she opened the door finally, because she don't even know it's me outside. I had to tell her, yo, it's me. Go ahead, open the door. You good. You know what I mean? So she finally opened the door, and so they like, yo, they gonna keep coming back because they do have an active warrant for this person. You know what I mean? So she like, they like, yo, if you just let us walk through the house and make sure this person not here, we ain't gonna bother you no more. So I asked her, I'm like, yo, what you want to do? It's up to you. What you want to do? She like, yo, I'll let them say, if they ain't doing nothing else, whatever, I'll let them in. So it was one. He was like, yo, I'm just going to be the only one that comes in. So let him in. He checked in the like closet. Shit, a body would be hiding. You know what I'm saying? Then he left. Then he took her shit off the list and all that. You know what I mean? But, yo, bro, certain shit I ain't going for, my nigga.
Right.
Certain shit I ain't going for. You're not just going to handle me. And I was on parole.
What you
I was fresh home, matter of fact.
That's minority situations with blacks and police. You're in the minority with that. For the majority of cases just like that, when they come, they ain't coming in here with the hell. You'll say that and they'll put a bullet right through your mouth. They'll put
That's
one
what,
right
and
to
that's
your
what would
Jeep.
have that would have had to happen. That's what I'm saying, Kurt. That's
And
what would have to happen.
narrative would
They would have
still
had
be
to kick my door in for me taking a right turn. Why y'all ain't pull him over out there? If you see me made a legal right turn, how did he make it all the way in his house without you doing something?
And so I have to deal with that in court, and which I did, okay, because of the way I handled it. But for the
But
majority,
you're comparing it to some niggas in the street jumping out of cars, stolen cars and shit, guns.
that ain't what
You
I
comparing it to
said.
niggas in the
That's
street. That's
not
not a
what I
comparison.
said, DJ. You won't let me talk like you was
We
allowed to
did,
talk.
bro. We did. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying, Kurt.
Hey,
I'm not
before y'all go,
You
hey,
go for a minute.
before
Go
y'all
ahead.
go, I'm finna get up out of here. Hey,
All right,
I
KC.
appreciate
Go
y'all
ahead.
letting
Finish
me
what you're
on.
saying.
I'm not saying this in regards to young guys jumping out of cars. I'm talking about the majority of situations, like when a police officer, there's an interaction with police that don't have the mental capacity or training to de-escalate a situation, it always end up we having this narrative of some cop killing some innocent person. Be him black, be him white, it don't matter. Democrat, Biden, Trump, none of that.
All right, so if you
They
feel that way, I ain't gonna change how you feel, bro. That's all. I know me as a civilian, I ain't had no problem with the police. I got pulled over 6 times, wrong, all 6 times, and all 6 times they let me go. Running
we're
red
not
lights,
talking
ran a stop
about
sign, white,
we're not
black,
talking
whatever.
about one we're not talking about one isolation in regards to all of these unlawful killings
Man,
or
I ain't even talking about them. I'm talking about me as a civilian.
the whole what was the whole question about? The whole question is about how do we fix it?
You
See, we
can't
ain't gonna
fix it.
fix
How you
it.
gonna fix it, bro? All right, so how you gonna fix it, Kurt?
We just made the statement that you seem to not want to, even accept the fact that, not only do we have to teach our children how to respond, because in a lot of instances, we taught our children how to respond, some of us, but that ain't stopped the killing. So that's not the solution. Okay, but this de-escalation by the police should be implemented in their training. Like that man said, motherfuckers should be able to have to get a degree in police officing, and with the degree to be a police officer, you raise the pay. The reason why a lot of blacks don't want to take that low paying ass job is because it ain't paying nothing. $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year. In some states like New York, they may make $54,000 a year. That ain't no money.
Wu said, create a hotline to expose corrupt police, and you will have less police
Uh,
brutality. It's the responsibility of our elected officials to see this through or elect new representation.
Y'all delusional as fuck, man. Y'all delusional. Y'all depending on the niggas doing. Y'all depending on the police and the politicians that's
Working together.
with the bullshit
Yeah.
to fix the bullshit.
They
Y'all
check got the
delusional
same
as hell,
name
man.
on it.
Get out of here, man.
They
Y'all
check signed by
crazy
the
as
same
hell, bro.
people.
Y'all crazy as hell, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky, man. I don't have them issues with the police. I don't care. Right and wrong. Right and wrong. It just be whatever I don't want to do, I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Not going to do. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm not going to do that. And it is what it is.
So you agree with Bree? It's too far gone at this
just like
point.
the man that
That
was
shit
in his
gone,
house
bro.
and the police.
Shit gone. Too far gone. Too far gone. But I'm not going to sit here and act like civilians are being killed by the police. It's just happening all the time like that. I could give me a situation where a civilian got killed by the police, and I could say what happened. I could tell you what happened.
The guy that was in his house, his wife was in bed. They kicked the door in with a false. They had a search warrant for the wrong house. Automatically, he got his gun because the motherfucker that kicked in his motherfucking house. He's shooting at him. They kill his woman that's in bed.
Who, Breonna Taylor?
Is that her? Yeah. I mean, it's going to happen because these are untrained individuals that's already angry. A lot of police officers, I find out, had been abused or had been bullied when they were younger. They got a badge, and now all of a sudden they got this courage in them that I got a gun legally, and I could use it indiscriminately because of the blue code assignment. They're teaching them people that going through the academy. Academy was 6 weeks. How you gonna teach 100-year history in 6 weeks?
Man, don't nobody got to learn no 100-year history. It's a job, bro. They go through whatever training they go through, all this psychological shit y'all talking and all this training and all that. Y'all don't do that much training in life ever. And y'all want these because these human beings about to go get a badge to be the police to do all this training and all this for this low paying ass job. Like, stop it, man. Stop it.
Okay,
Man.
tell me one doctor. Tell me one doctor you know that went and became a doctor in 6 weeks. Ask Noah. She didn't do no 6 week course and became a course and
You talking
became no
about a doctor,
lawyer.
bro? You talking about a doctor? Come on, be for real.
We talking about professional people.
Them niggas ain't
You're doing
professionals.
it
They humans, man, with a badge. That's it. They humans that took a test, a city test, ran some laps and shit, and they don't got no felonies, man. That's it. That is it, man. Y'all keep putting them on this pedestal like they supposed to be above something. Like they supposed to be, they regular humans, but they feel the same way. I watch countless videos of niggas cursing the police out every day for nothing. Every day. These are human beings too. I don't interact with them, though. I don't play with them. Even when I was in the streets, I didn't play with them, bro. Right. I don't, man. And it don't make me right what they're doing, but I see niggas do it all the time. All the time. Yeah, I've seen niggas escalate shit that didn't have to be escalated. Eric Garner, we just was talking about that. He got choked out on the corner. They told him leave the corner. He should have left the corner. He want to sit there and argue with them niggas. I ain't got to leave no corner. I ain't doing that, nigga. For what?
And that makes it right for them to choke his life out.
For what? Y'all keep saying that, but he got choked out, he got killed, and the white boys walked off.
Right.
So that's the dumb shit I'm talking about, man. I ain't with that, man. I'm not promoting that, bro. Live the civilian life. For the young niggas, live the civilian life, and y'all gonna be all right. Because I don't see civilians just getting killed, shot down by the police.
What about Sandra Bland, Bree? Well, we still don't know what happened to her.
I think. Go ahead.
She got killed in jail, bro. Like they killed her. Once again, Sandra Bland could have got her ticket and went home. He wasn't arresting her. Watch the video. Mm-hmm. He was giving her a ticket. She wanted to play the tough shit, going back, throw the ticket, crumble it up, all this shit. You giving them a reason. I don't give them no reason. I'm not giving them a reason. We saying that we got to teach them. You got to teach everybody.
Yeah.
You got to teach everybody. Come on. I get calls all the time, man. My daughter Mars, when homeboy got killed in his car that had a legit, the teacher, Philando Castile, when he got killed, called me, yo, man, what the hell? Like, what I'm supposed to do? I drive around with my gun. Don't tell him you have a gun. Nope. Don't tell him you have a gun. Why are we telling the police the truth? I probably need to come out with a 10 God commandments of what to do with the police. Real talk. They pull you over, you have a gun in the car. I don't care if you legit or whatever. I'm not telling them I got a gun in the car. With a firearm license. I get pulled over. No need. Any weapons or anything in the car? No. Mm-mm. Let me get my ticket and go home.
Right.
But because he was a civilian, he was a law-abiding civilian with a civilian mentality, of course he's going to tell them the truth. And that shit got him killed. Mm-hmm. That shit got him killed. Telling these motherfuckers the truth, man. Nah, bro. I lie to them every chance I get. I lie to them every chance I get.
Hey, BJ,
what's up?
It's like, bro, I should be able to tell the truth, bro. Like I told you about the situation, bro, with my mom's, my dude. Like, I was locked up, bro. My mom going home, she was in the interstate, going to New York. Police pull her over. For whatever reason, she went over the line or whatever it might have been. You're talking about a 70-year-old lady, right? The cop pulled her over, trying to get her to sign a ticket. She said, "What am I signing the ticket for, you officer?" "Oh, ma'am, you was doing Like, well, still, I wasn't doing that. We said, sign a ticket or whatever. So she claimed she got the ticket from him, looking over the ticket. I said, I don't agree with this. You know the police officer tried to pull my mom out the car, bro. A 70-year-old lady tried to pull her out the car, bro, and make her sit on a stump on a curb outside. They end up dragging my mother out the car, bro. If I was home, bro, I would have been dead. Like if I was in the car with my mom, or if I got called about this situation, it's just these dudes do some of the dumbest shit sometimes, bro, to people that they have no reason to do it.
Nah, y'all got it wrong. Y'all wrong. They doing what they supposed to do. They doing what they went and got that job to do. If y'all sit here and know that these certain kind of individuals hate black people, y'all say it all the time. Oh, that crack it is. Fuck that white boy. Da, da, da. They saying the same thing about us. What you mean?
BJ,
y'all think they don't got that shit in their mind? Free kill?
That's why I agree with what the brother said, bro. It got to be more training on their side.
Y'all still talking about training. Training ain't doing nothing. Training ain't gonna do nothing. Training ain't gonna do nothing about this, bro. How the fuck you gonna train a KKK nigga? How you gonna train? What you gonna train him to do? Not kill black people?
We got to get into the backgrounding of these cops, bro. We got to get into the backgrounding of who we're hiring on.
Y'all just talking, bro. Y'all still don't get it.
I'm saying I already agreed that it's too far gone, but certain situations, bro, these are not the right people that's being hired.
Okay,
like
so
said,
okay,
these are Ku Klux Klan members as the sheriffs, as the people that's hiring them, so they know who they hiring. They hiring crackers, KKK people that think the same way they think it, and they putting them out there.
Okay,
this is what's really going on.
So we know what we dealing with.
So we know what we dealing with. So deal accordingly. Mama Love should have took that ticket and signed it. You got to tell Mama Love, yo, Mama Love, just sign that ticket and keep it pushing. Go home.
Go to court.
Bro,
make it home. Our job is to make it home, bro.
Regardless, bro. See that shit right there, bro. It's like that's why I'm on both sides of the fence of it, my nigga. Like I'm in a split with that. I can't agree with it.
You don't have to agree. Do you want to live? Do you want your people to live?
The same way you just
you better move accordingly.
The same way you just said, BJ, when you pulled up to the crib, you didn't give a fuck. You talked to them how you wanted to talk. They could have shot you, my nigga, if they felt like that, but you didn't give a fuck. Right?
That's not me being pulled over. That's not me being pulled over.
BJ, you came up on a scene where they was at. You had nothing to do with it. The average cop would tell you stay away. And if you come around, if you come over here, we're gonna put the cuff on you. Yeah, come over here and talk. I don't care who in the house.
But every situation is not gonna be the same.
But you still had no reason. I'm just speaking on your situation. You still felt like, nah, man, I'm gonna go over here and do what I'm gonna do to this.
Yeah, because they ain't right. Yeah, because that's my son over there. So I'm not even talking about being right or wrong in my situation.
That's what I'm saying. So how you gonna tell her? You can't tell nobody. It's the situation.
No, yes, you can. See, that's ignorant. That's ignorant.
They're not being violent.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that's ignorant. Because if you don't sign that ticket, they can lock your ass up. See, if you don't sign that fucking ticket, whether you agree with the ticket or not, you don't sign that fucking ticket, they could take you to jail, my nigga. You didn't know that?
And all that's cap.
Oh,
that's cap too.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue the law with you. Okay.
Did you see the guy, man, that cracked this one dude? The white man. He cracked this.
I'm not following nothing no white man did.
All right, I mean, you got to.
Not following nothing no white man did.
So don't nobody got to.
If you don't sign that ticket, they can arrest you.
He ain't signed nothing. Period.
I don't care about no white man. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me, for real. Now you want to watch a white man on whatever clip you saw him on and try to do the same thing he did. Okay, let's see how that worked out for you.
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you this is protocol, bro, with that we don't even really be knowing the law. We don't even know the law. We don't even know our rights. Because you're supposed to ask.
So what's your rights when you get pulled over? And they want you to sign the ticket. What's your rights?
If I do something wrong, bro, yeah, I'm signing the ticket, bro. If I do something wrong, of course. I'm speeding. Oh, damn, the nigga caught me speeding. I'm a dickhead. If he tell me, yo, sign the ticket, you was going 70, Mr. Williams, and a 50 mile, what's the name? You was doing 70. All right, man, you got it. I'm gonna sign the ticket. I was wrong. But for me to fight something that I'm wrong about, yeah, you gonna get, yeah, you gonna get what's coming to you. But if I ain't did nothing and you got me doing something, nah, that's not a right for you to do that. No, sir.
If they right, it don't matter if you did something or not. If they pulled you over for doing nothing, and he made some shit up and he giving you a ticket, sign the ticket and go home and fight it in court. Why would I fight it on the street?
You can do that too.
Why would I be in the street arguing with a race soldier, potentially that can kill me and get away?
He not about to unwrite
lock
the
me
ticket.
up, lock me up, drag me out the car. Why would I even go through all that? All right, give me the ticket, bro. Yeah, I know what yeah.
You can do that too.
All right, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. This chess, not checkers. Y'all niggas
Okay.
is moving like y'all playing checkers. Why would you not sign? Why would you fight that right there? Why would you not sign the ticket?
But the same
go to
thing,
court.
It was better ways. It was better ways that when baby mom called you about her situation, you could handle that different. Because you went in the fire. You didn't know how that could turn out. That could have turned out ugly.
I didn't care how it turned out. That was
So
about
I
my
don't
son.
care. So I don't care.
We're not talking about you. You wasn't even there, Dre. You wasn't even able to pull up.
I'm just saying in a situation if that happened, if something happened to me, that'll be me handling that situation. How I'm gonna handle it.
So how you would have handled it? You wouldn't have signed the ticket?
If I ain't did nothing, no.
Okay. All right, then go to jail.
That's cool
All right,
too.
simple. That's all right.
I done been pulled over and then signed tickets.
Okay, all right, shit.
You know
all
why?
right.
Because at the end of the day, when they give you your what's the name, they throw it in the car. I done threw tickets outside the window and still drove off. And nigga ain't do nothing, because that's on me if I make the date or not. Or whatever he's saying, it is what it is. You know
So what
I'm
happened when you didn't sign the ticket?
but it don't
Ain't
give
nothing
the
happened.
police
Hold on,
officer.
Kurt. Ain't nothing happened?
Ain't nothing happened.
All
He
right.
signed the ticket, and I still called down there to find out the date, because I ain't give a fuck when the date was, and I went to court on that date. That's that simple.
But my mother, my grandmother, my aunts, my son, anybody, any of my loved ones, people I fuck with, yo, sign that ticket, man. Sign that ticket. People listening to this, sign that ticket and go home, man.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
We ain't got time to be tough and all that shit. That's totally different than
And
what I
told
did.
I told my mom that.
That's totally different. So why you even arguing this point? If that's what you told your mother, what we arguing about?
We're not arguing. We ain't arguing, but I'm talking on right what I'm saying. We have the right to do how we choose to do it at that moment. But for my mother, I told her in the end, after everything she told me, I said, Mom, listen, don't have them out there violating. She by herself. She ain't got nobody with her. I said, Mom, don't get violated by the people. Mom, just sign the ticket and go and get out of there.
They pulled out the car and all that. Your 70-year-old mother.
Facts, bro. And they ain't had no right to do that.
Mama love sound that.
Then why do we not? Why do we allow this? I mean, by allowing it, what I mean is require that police officers have certain kind of training in de-escalation. It's like even in the military, when you in war and they teaching you how to kill, they teaching you how to kill who you're supposed to kill, whether to be able to identify whether they got a phone or a banana in their hand or a gun. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of police officers that work the force that are unstable. Just because they did a 6-week basic training don't mean that they're proficient in police officers. We got to push the policies that's going to cause them to learn how to de-escalate a situation. Oh, fuck it. Oh, you want to be talking back? All right, talk back with your hands behind your back. You can't run.
It's just too much going down with it,
going
man.
to jail.
We talking about people that got a lot of power, that got a gun on their side, and is capable of killing somebody unlawfully, in the wrong. So yeah, I think they got to be.
Let's go to some comments too, Bill.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for them to wrap this up.
They need to be educated a little more better. But like you said, BJ, if that's what we asking for, yeah, they probably never do it. Probably never gonna be done. But y'all do a dangerous job.
Educating
people that hate you.
The people that hate you does nothing. Training people that hate you does nothing.
That's why we got to set an example too, bro. It's got to be example set. And what I mean by that is these cops, bro, got to get life in prison. These dudes got to get started hitting with the maximum charges that they can ever get hit with.
They just beat a nigga to death on camera. They got to
They
quit.
got away with it. That's what I'm saying. That can't happen, bro. That
It's
can't
been
happen,
happening.
bro.
It's been happening ever since they got deputized from the plantation, from
That's
slavery.
what I'm saying. Because a lot of them really, when you become a police officer, you really got immunity from a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's wrong. It's like the old thing I used to tell dudes when I was locked up, bro. Like, you got a prosecutor, right, accusing innocent people on a charge. You do 27 years and find out, oh, he didn't do it. I said, the prosecutor needs to be brought up on charges. People get to start having accountability, man. Until motherfuckers start getting held for, responsible accountability, then something ain't gonna start changing. They're gonna start thinking twice. Hold on, man. Let's look into this a little deeper before we just sentence this man to this or whatever. Hold on, let's find out, man.
The only thing I'm gonna say is last thing we can move on. The only thing that's gonna have any kind of effect is if we teach our children or we push our children to become police officers.
Right, from the inside.
And be from the spook that's set by the door. And we got to infiltrate them from the inside. They got to get training and policies and all that. That shit ain't never gonna work for black people, man. Nothing is gonna work. We have to infiltrate them from the inside. Push these kids to be the police. The Italians did it.
Want to be police.
That's the problem. Black culture promotes that. That's the problem. But you never know. You never know. Because I moved a nigga down here to be the police, and he was fine with it. So even if it's one, anyone, grab one and bring them, you know what I mean? Yo, you gonna, and this what I was telling them while I was in the streets. Mm-hmm. You gonna be an FBI agent. You gonna be a CIA agent. You gotta work your way up. You know what I mean?
Y'all agree with Wu? How about we just accept the fact that we have no rights and just do our best to avoid unnecessary drama?
I mean, it could come to you regardless. It comes to you regardless.
And then Andrea said, don't fight your war against the cops. Save it for the courts. Just sign your ticket and go home.
I'm not fighting no war against no cop in the street, bro.
Even Josh agrees. I'm signing a ticket. Police enforce the law, and the court decides if you broke the law.
I'm going home, bro.
Yeah.
I'm signing that ticket, man. I'm going home.
Facts, Dredd. Can't beat them, join them.
I'm going home, bro.
That's your only job. When you leave the house, make it back in the same way you left.
We gotta change the mindset of these young boys, man. Before they catch felonies. Yeah. Bro, if I could do it all over again, I would have got a badge.
You'll be a detective by now.
I'd be a FBI, CIA agent or something, bro.
Right.
I would be CIA. Straight up. If I could do it over, get them felonies removed, I'm going to get a badge.
I believe
going to get a badge.
I believe the BJs that I'm talking to right now is AI. That ain't the real one.
You got to change, bro. You still thinking about. That's because you still thinking about 13 years ago. It's 2025. I'm 44. I'm not 30.
Right.
I'm not 30, and I'm not in the streets. I'm a civilian. I'm a truck driver. You know what I mean? With a 14-year-old son that I got to be here for. Yeah, that's why I changed my life. My son, y'all niggas got to make decisions.
All I'm saying
if you really
is
love your kids and all that, you're gonna change your life for your kid.
The whole narrative is how these police are killing each other. I mean, killing us, and
They've been killing us.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying though. That's what I say. That's true, and they've been doing that whether you've done something or not. Some people have done just what you said you did. But you got the mentality of an untrained human or untrained thought person, how to just, you know what I'm saying? You were fortunate that a black cop said, let me handle it. But in certain situations, even though people handle it the way they should, hey, look, that ain't who was in there. Whatever the police officer, nigga, what you talking about? And fuck around and shoot your ass indiscriminately because they step outside their bounds. See, there's separation of power for a reason.
I'm not, but let's get off of me because what I've done should not be recommended to nobody else. I went to go, whatever.
But you saying that
here, I'm on parole with a gun in my car.
Okay, I'm just
so we don't even got to keep using me. I would never tell someone to do that. Right. I'm talking about civilians. Civilians. It's nothing but civilians in here. When y'all got beat up chased, shot at by the police? When? It's nothing but civilians in here. When? I said, since I became a civilian, I haven't had no issues with the police. Right. I'm talking about real issues. Right. A real issue. You said you have, you as a civilian. All right, cool. You had an issue with them. But your chances are higher as a civilian than they are as a street nigga. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna promote to my people. Get the fuck out the way. Get out the way. Get out the police way. Mm-hmm. Get out their way. That'll help.
And okay, that's one part of the solution that I was talking about. But you're saying, okay, just let the police continue to do it, whether you out the way or not. That sounds, to me, hypocritical. We're going to hold ourselves accountable, but we're not going to hold them accountable.
You go ahead and hold them accountable. Let me know how that worked out for you.
I'm talking about us as a people. Just like we just made the statement earlier in this whole narrative that the Chinese people, they ain't ready to deal with us. They come together as an economic power and make them change how they police us.
Okay.
If we continue to fight among each other, oh well, I'm just gonna lay down. I ain't gonna do nothing about it, and I'm gonna let them niggas do what they gonna do. Oh, that's our culture. Ain't none of this our culture. This wasn't who we were. This is culture that was taught to the people of America. They were taught that from way back since the invent of policing the community. You know what I'm saying? So change the narrative on both halves. I teach my kids, you keep both hands on the wheel, you over, you do your thing, sign your ticket. But it's certain if the motherfuckers do that, maybe they step out the car and they want to, as you stepping out the car, they think you doing something aggressive and they throw your ass on the ground because you got a hoodie on or a New York ball cap.
Training not gonna change that.
If they don't pass that particular amount of training, then they can't become police officers.
Bro.
Yeah, okay. But I'm gonna say this. Let's move on for real.
Please.
But in that video, when the lady with the hot boiling water, this how I really feel about that. You're gonna have situations where you could be a civilian and you'll still fuck around. You can get killed by the police or whatever. Those are some fucking demonic motherfuckers that was the destiny of that person. Mm-hmm. I really believe, because I'm really I believe in shit like that.
Okay.
I really believe them motherfuckers with some demons with badges.
She started saying in the name of Jesus and they freaked the fuck out.
They already talking about she was crazy, like she was loony or whatever. But them people do be having insight on spirits. Mm-hmm. Real talk. And she was saying that from the moment they walked in her house. Even when she went, and then when she went to the water, she said, in the name of Jesus. She knew those were some demons. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be faced with some demons. It's nothing but them. This is hell. This is hell. Right. I say this all the time. I believe this is hell. And if you die, you go to heaven or your spirit be stuck here in hell. I believe this is hell. These people are demonic human beings. These police are human beings. Mm-hmm. They're not robots. They're not perfect people that's supposed to do this and supposed to do that, and it ain't right, and they shouldn't do this. Nah, nigga, they emotional, demonic people also. They just have a badge and a uniform. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them people chose that career so they can have an advantage over you. Mm-hmm. So we either teach our people to choose that career to have somewhat of an advantage or at least balance it out. It's going to keep happening anyway. Mm-hmm. It keeps happening. Policies and training and all that bullshit. They added body cameras. Niggas is still getting killed. Niggas still getting killed. They added body cameras. Right. Y'all forgot about that? They added body cameras, dog, to deflect some of the killings.
Because they can hide behind the blue shield of silence.
Yeah, whatever they do is working, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to work. That's that. You know what I mean? It ain't. I just policies and all that, bro. These young kids, man. I will push them into law enforcement like the Italians did 60, 70 years ago.
But on the political side, also push for that there be higher paying cops.
Yeah, I don't care about no political shit. This ain't got nothing to do with politics.
It has to do with economics. Why would a young kid want to put himself on the line that he has to pay all these taxes on $24,000, $30,000, and then have to pay taxes at the end of the year, as opposed to being a truck driver?
I don't understand what you're talking about. So now I'm saying push the young niggas to be the police. These same young niggas that risk their life every day for nothing, for pennies. All these niggas in the streets is broke.
Broke as hell.
All of them. So now you
that.
saying 30, 40, 50,000. You putting that in their mind that ain't no money. They ain't getting that.
Would you
that
work
in their
for
mind,
that?
ain't no money. It ain't about the money. It's about the benefits. It's about the war. It's about the moves we need to make. It ain't about the money and the taxes and all that. What are you talking about?
Okay, but it would be that about you. Would you work for 28,000?
I just said if I could do it over, I would get a badge. I just said that. You talking about money. I'm getting a badge. Come on, bro. You play chess, Kurt.
Bro, okay.
You talking about money.
This is a checkmate move. You worked at that warehouse and you said, I ain't getting ready to work for that kind of money when I could do something else. Ain't nobody getting ready to work for slave money and then say, oh, well, this is my way of being equal.
You comparing a warehouse job to a police job, bro.
Huh?
And my mentality, you stop talking about what I was doing back then and what I'm saying back then. What I'm saying right now, if I could do it over, I would have got a badge. I don't give a fuck what they made. I would have got a badge. I wouldn't be going through none of this. My family wouldn't be going through none of this. I would have got a badge. Straight up.
I think that they should pay the police officers as well as teachers more money than what the fuck they pay. That's all I'm saying.
I don't care about the pay. I want the badge. He not getting it, Will. I don't care about the pay. I'm going to get my money how I'm going to get my money, for sure. Because I'm going to be me regardless. Give me the badge. Give me the badge. That's it. And I'm going to bring my niggas on. Man, y'all come over here, get this badge, boy. Yo, come over here. Yo, go get a badge. Before we did anything else,
get this free money.
We should have got badges. I had some solid niggas that had badges in my life when I was young. Them niggas had badges. That's the only reason why I ain't really get all that time. The niggas that had badge, my PO, his man was an officer. Them niggas caught me with guns. Them niggas caught me with a bulletproof vest on and a gun on my hip. And told me, I'd rather you have it. I'd rather, what he say? He said, man, I'd rather you have it, man. I don't want these niggas to kill you. This is my PO. My felony probation officer said this. He from Cypress Hill Project. I ain't gonna say his name and shit. His partner was NYPD. Big nigga. Both of them niggas standing there, damn near crying because of what I was going through. Yeah. Nah, they like, yo, man, do what you gotta do, man.
I agree that we should police our areas.
Bro, there's some solid niggas with that badge on, man. I'm telling you.
I also think that they should be paid more money because police officing is a dangerous job. You deal with
that's
all
cool and all. They should get paid more money. I'm gonna tell you, I just thought about it. They need to start taking their money away with cases like this. But I'm gonna tell you this also. I learned this from an old head. Niggas gotta start putting paperwork on them. That mess up their promotions. That messes up their raises. That messes up their shit. They need you gotta put them formal complaints on them.
I used to say that. I used to say that too. Be like,
for real. I learned that from an old head in prison.
Even in prison, when you write like Bernarski was a cop, was a CO in Loretto.
It messes them up, dog.
Bernarski had so many write-ups on him, bro. He stopped even bothering dudes in the unit.
It fucks their raises up.
Yeah, bro.
It fucks their promotions up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they want to switch to night shift, day shift, they can't transfer. It messes them up. That paperwork. Shout out to my nigga Ant from Zone 3. Old head was locked up 30-something years. Man, Kid. My name was Kid. Kid, come here, Kid. You got to put that paperwork on them, Kid. You know what the fuck you doing. You better put that paperwork on them, kid.
Arguing with them, you playing into their
Word
hands.
up. I'm doing all type of shit, man.
They want you to.
Cursing them out, smoking weed, all that. Come here, kid. Come here, kid.
Number. I used to ask for their badge at the scene. What's your
Straight
badge
up.
number? Like,
ask for supervisors.
And you
got to just ask. You don't have to be an asshole.
No, you gotta be an asshole. But I used to
you gotta be an asshole.
But I supposed to follow up with it and put in, like you said, back then. But we should always get their badge numbers. But you gotta go move forward with it. But dudes don't. We get it.
That's a key too. That's a key too, Zah. We gotta keep going forward.
Gotta go forward.
We gotta keep going forward.
Yep.
Straight up. When a nigga dragged me by my feet, fucked my shit up and all that, cause my face was on the ground. I'm in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
And they locked me up. He maced me and all that in the car. I thought I was gonna die then. I couldn't breathe. When they got me to the precinct, they sprayed me with the water hose. My mom's and Dabu came up there.
Yeah.
79th precinct. My mom was up there wilding. And a cop actually came. Black cop came in the back. Yo, man, you gotta talk to your moms, man, because they gonna mess around and lock her up. She's wilding. She's out there wilding, man. You know what I mean? Talk to her, man. Can you talk to her? Bro, I'm back here.
What I'm supposed to do? Yeah.
I'm back here, nigga. Tell her I said leave, man. Tell her I said go home. You know what I mean? They let me out. That captain came back there. He said, yo, man, we're going to drop all the charges against you. I ain't had no charges.
Right.
I ain't had nothing on me.
Right.
I ain't have nothing. This was just a verbal altercation between me and him that led to that. I ain't had nothing on me. Oh, we're going to drop the charges of assault on a police officer, whatever they had or whatever. All right, man, whatever, man. Let's go. All right, let's go. Drove me home. The following week, man, he broke a nigga arm, bro. Nigga got about 7,500,000 out of that shit, man.
No
Went through with that shit, man. They fired him, and they the same officer. Look at this. I miss my buddy.
Wait, no pun intended. No pun intended, BJ. You had a Trump card.
Yeah, I did. I didn't feel like going through the booking, man. My face was all fucked up, man, scabbed up, bleeding and shit, man. I just got maced. Niggas just rallied me. I was tired, sore. I was ready to go home, man. I was ready anything to go. All right, man. Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Yeah, don't. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. We gonna leave it alone. You know what I mean? But Trump cutting Section 8, man, by $26 billion, man. And we could go to some comments too.
We ain't got no new one.
All right, Trump cutting Section 8 by $26 billion, man. Kurt, what you think about that, man?
I ain't got nothing to say about that. Yeah. They ain't never gave me no Section 8.
All good things come to an end. Everybody had a hell of a run. Some people be on Section 8 their entire life. I'm not talking about their adult life.
I know them.
Their grandma was on it, their mom on it, they on it. They've been on the shit their whole life. That shit is supposed to be temporary help, not a damn retirement plan.
Jump start. It's supposed to be a jump start.
I hate to say we because we not the major percent. Black people not the major percent of people on Section 8, but we had, I know about a lot of people benefited from it, and I think we was talking about in a group chat earlier today that we know people who won't take a full-time job, don't want to raise, you know what I'm saying, won't get certain jobs because they're gonna lose their Section 8. They rather stay stuck in borderline poverty so they can keep their rental assistance. And we talking about police brutality. We ain't never gonna get nowhere as a people with that mentality, bro.
It basically was enabling, Will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
being enabled for a long
It's a crutch, Zah.
You got women that used to get rent for $1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because of, yeah, bro, it was enabling, bro. Telling them to stay home. Nah, we got you. Yeah, we don't want you to have nothing. We don't want you to have
Some people get a check from Section 8. The rent be zero.
Oh yeah,
they give you a utility check,
they get the
bro.
leftovers.
So there's no incentive to ever do better or be better or you know what I'm saying, try to move forward.
That sound like?
Because everything ain't racist. We be holding ourselves back.
We hold ourselves back.
But you know what that sound like? Them brothers that doing the end of so-called. We got it good here, boss.
No, Josh, you must have missed it when we said it. We just said that we're a small percentage of people that benefit from Section 8, but we can't worry about the white people to get Section 8. Us as a black people don't have shit, and being on Section 8 and all the other government assistance, we never gonna progress as a people. Them Jewish people ain't worried about them other Jewish people that's on Section 8. White people ain't worried. Them folks got a foothold on what they got going on. As a race, black people has nothing. We own shit. We own Jordans.
Facts.
And we don't own the majority.
Some Louis bags.
Right.
Got a Gucci bag though. Yeah.
Right. We know the majority of people who get food stamps, the majority of people who get Medicaid, the majority of people on Section 8, they're not black people. But I'm just talking about us. I mean, you got to take the help you can get. If you need it, you know what I'm saying, definitely take advantage of it. But
Yeah.
we don't do nothing. You be on Section 8 10, 20 years, you ain't even got $500 in your savings. Like, you don't, that shit is wicked, man.
Oh, they spent all their money trying to make sure it look good.
Ma Duke said rent be $5 and they still be behind. That is a fact.
Nah,
I seen that. They still be getting evicted, bro, for past due rent. I've seen that too.
I've seen that too.
They be taking the little bread and buying weed with it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying?
This what they do. This what they do. This what they do for real. They'll stay under the guideline of how much money they got to make and how much, how many hours they got to do just to keep their Section 8.
Just to keep their Section 8.
They don't want to make more money to have to pay full rent and pay bills and shit. They don't want to progress in life or go higher to the next level of life because they scared of losing their Section 8. That's a crutch. So I really don't care about that.
We all agree. None of us care about that. Put them on a time limit. Give them 2 years or something like that. Get yourself together.
Yeah.
If you ain't got yourself together in 2 years, you don't want to be together.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
2 years too damn fast. We do need help. So however long it takes to get some type of advancement, go to the 6-week training class that you keep saying the police go through. They could do that. They could go get a degree. Something
and they don't be having felonies, bro. They could go be the police. They could go work in the Gwinnett County jail.
They could get, that's a government job.
They could go be a CO.
Right.
They could go be a CO and shit.
Can go be a PO or PO. You know what I mean? Like anything.
Play that video, Will.
Goddamn dress, they too busy eating blue crabs.
Yeah.
Yo. You're Dre.
He got Dre out of bounds for that one.
I used to go to Walmart all the time and get the blue crabs and the king snow crabs and all. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, we got this dude, Calvin Cruz, sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Christina. The Uber driver, y'all heard about that? He just got sentenced to life for killing the Uber driver.
I ain't heard about it, but I still think.
I think this was up in Pittsburgh.
I'm about to put it up.
Calvin Cruz sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Christina, Uber driver, mother of 4.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Hi, Virginia. How are you today?
She should have known he was on some bullshit. She should have stayed right there.
I'm telling you.
Nah, I ain't taking you. You gotta take that mask off.
He ain't speaking nothing.
He ain't speaking nothing. See, this is a demon. This is what I'm talking about. This is a demon.
I'm sorry?
Keep driving.
You've got to be joking.
Keep driving.
What are you doing?
This is a gun. Keep driving.
No, it's not. Stop. Come on, man. I got a family. What are you
I got
doing?
a family too. Now drive.
What are you doing?
Drive.
Please stop.
Drive the car, miss.
Why
Just
are you
drive.
doing
Don't
this?
make this so noticeable. Just drive.
Why are you doing
Just
this?
drive the car.
To where?
Complete the trip.
I cannot do that.
Complete the trip.
Why are you doing
No,
this?
don't drive nowhere, man. Let him do what he gonna do
Please.
right where y'all at.
Complete the trip.
Please
Drive.
stop. Please, I'm begging you.
I'm begging
I have
you,
4
drive the
kids.
car.
What are you
Drive
doing?
the car. Complete it. Now drive.
Bro, we about to drive right into this damn tree.
Please take that off of me. Please. No, no.
Keep driving. Do what I say and everything will be alright.
Took the camera.
Yeah, he killed
On
her.
April 23rd,
2022, officers from the Milwaukee Police
He
Department.
killed her.
Damn. And he just got sentenced?
To life in prison.
Good bastard.
Was it with parole or without? Do you know?
What happened?
No, no, it's crazy. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Well deserved life sentence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Death. Shit.
Yeah, life without parole for sure.
What they say, hindsight is 20/20, but shit, he got in the car on some bullshit. Like you said, I would never even pulled off.
Damn, that was sad. Killed her for no reason. Demon.
We had this conversation before. Like I think you were telling your kid or your daughter, don't let nobody take you nowhere. Whatever they pull a gun on you, telling they gonna do this, go here or go. Make them do it right then and there. They found her 2 days later in the woods. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, I told her and Eli that.
Yeah.
Yo, man, anytime anybody try to drag you in the car, put a gun in you and all that, you make them shoot you right there.
On the spot.
Straight up. Because it's going to be way worse wherever they about
Wherever
to
they take you, yeah.
Yeah. Your chances of surviving is right there. That's it.
Everybody can say what they gonna do,
Straight
but
up.
what they say don't set it off. What's the procedure with a gun to your head?
Yeah,
You don't never know what
yeah.
the fuck gonna happen, man.
Yeah. And that's the sad part about it, because you could tell people do this, do that, you know what I mean, all day long.
Yeah.
But when it happens, when it's happening,
Yeah.
your mind will tell your body some shit and you ain't even mean
You're
to
like,
do.
what the fuck am I doing?
Word.
Yeah.
Like that grandmother that got killed in Harlem that came out her store. They was shooting outside. I think her grandson was outside. She came running outside. She get hit in the head.
Mm-hmm. Only one got hit.
She only one that got hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to be running. You ain't supposed to be up while them shots is going off. You supposed to be on the ground. On the ground, man. But yeah, he well deserved, man. And Calvin Cruz ended his life. And I was it's fucked up because I was talking to my man earlier, but you know that was an old profession I used to be a part of, robbing cabs.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was.
Whatever happened to the?
We ain't justifying it, but that was a different hustle. Cab drivers had cash. These Uber drivers don't be having shit, bro. They get paid through an app.
Remember, it was like a wave of that shit though in New York, like from 9/7 to like 9/9 2000. It was just cab drivers.
It's the easiest lick on a Friday or a Saturday. They got
killed
$400, $500,
and robbed, and yeah, it was like a wave of that shit, bro.
What they started doing is putting the bulletproof partition in between driver.
Yeah, but that not those. You thinking about the yellow
You thinking about the
cabs?
yellows,
Yeah, and some of them niggas had them, but a large majority of them don't have that
Cost too
shit.
much.
They had them Crown Victorias and shit in there. They ain't had that shit in there, bro. They ain't had that shit in
Cause the
there.
bulletproof at the top was like $350, and then the stab proof seats was like another $500.
And then you
They
talking
wasn't
about
doing that.
we talking about niggas that probably didn't even have a
Ain't had
cab
no
driver
license.
license. They just out here, you know, I'm trying to make a living, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, me and my man, we was 17, and we got in the wrong nigga cab that day, boy.
He was with the shit.
He was with the shit.
The resolution of that case. I mean, what he has some mental health issues. I mean, he had to be crazy to just have no regard for human life like that. But once again,
I'm not even giving him that excuse, bro. That's a demonic spirit.
You know, it's in the it's in the culture. It's in the. I promise you. You were just talking about this the other day about the game where they in real life robbing and taking shit from each other.
Yeah,
they bringing that shit into. It's just like I can remember when social media first started, and people was acting like that shit was like real life as opposed to entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like they have.
Tell me the night you and your man got in the cab and he wasn't going with the shit.
But listen, that's what I was about to say. Like he got in that cab, bro. That's a lady.
Yeah.
You know, I got a family, I got children. That nigga knew he was gonna kill her, man.
Yeah.
That was his intent.
When we was, man,
I
ain't had no intentions on killing nobody, bro.
Right.
Never. It didn't matter, and it didn't matter what they was unless they would have pulled a gun out on me. Then I'd had to, you know,
That's what I'm
get
saying.
up out there.
That one night, the wrong cab you got in, he pulled out on y'all.
No, he locked us in. He locked us in the joint and
got out
and started doing like 70 miles an hour down Decatur Street, which is a one way. It's a little street past my block. As a matter of fact, and he was going through red lights. He was going through red lights and shit. Right? He was trying to kill us basically. He locked the doors. I got the gun to his head.
Nigga said we all dying.
I got the gun to his head, bro, and like got his neck and shit. Gun to his head. That nigga locked the doors.
It.
That nigga locked the doors, bro. Woo, locked the doors and we hitting parked car. Boom, boom, boom. Cause the street is so small. He going so fast, and he was like, that's when looking back, he was Muslim.
Yeah.
Cause he was saying that shit. I guess he was praying and shit. You know what I mean? So we went through the first red light. Marcus got said, oh shit. I was like, oh my God, this nigga trying to kill us for real. I was trying to get out.
Yeah.
I tried to tell that nigga, never mind. Sorry.
Keep your money. We were just playing.
Man, I was just playing, bro. Sorry. That nigga went through that first red light.
Yeah.
No, he went through Troop first. He went through Troop. Then we come up on Marcus Garvey, and I'm bracing for it because I see the green light.
Yeah.
And it was green for a minute, so I know.
About time.
And they be flying down Marcus Garvey Boulevard. I'm like, oh, we about to crash. But we went through that motherfucker. It was no cars. Unheard of. Friday, 8 p.m., unheard of. No cars.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Went through that red light. He hit some more cars. Like, boom, boom, boom. And then I put the gun away. I'm trying to get out the I'm trying to pull it up. Shit won't come up. And I finally did get my door open. I got my door open. I was able to get my door open, but he hit a parked car. That's when it swayed this way, and the car slammed. Boom, and I couldn't get it open no more. And then by the time we came to Lewis Avenue, we was going through another red light, but it was D's on the corner. And I seen him, like when he pointed his car to them, that's when I saw, oh shit. It was a cop or whatever. And then he went right into the cop car. Boom. And that's the last thing I remember was the cop face. Like his eyes was this big, bro. Cause the headlights was on him. We went straight to him. Boom. And I must have like hit my head on the window or something. I went out.
Blacked out.
Yep. And
woke up in jail?
When I came to, my man was pulling me out the cab.
Oh wow.
My man was pulling me out the cab. So I kind of,
because they had smoke with the cab driver. Fuck y'all.
Matter of fact, I kind of still was too, because I saw when my man jumped out and started running. But
came back and got you.
It's like I was tired. Like I was sleepy or something. So I just went back to sleep or something. Like I don't know.
Concussion.
But that's how it felt. It was like I was sleepy.
Yeah.
But when I came back to, he was pulling me out. He's like, BJ, come on, son, come on. So he pulled me out and I kind of came to, but I was still like dizzy.
Yeah.
Then we ran into the schoolyard. It was a schoolyard. Right? It was a school right there. We ran into the schoolyard, took our clothes and shit off, and threw the gun down there and stuff. And we came out on the other block. We walking out. Now we walking.
Yeah.
We walking out. And it's like 5 cops running in with flashlights. They ran right past us.
Looking for y'all though.
Mm-hmm. Then we came down McDonough to Marcus Garvey. And there was mad niggas on the corner. And when thinking back, I'm like, damn, I should have stayed on the corner with them niggas. So they seen them out, the head of them niggas, I saw them. They like, they seen me and my man. They like, yo, what y'all niggas did? Like that. So he like, nothing. Kept walking. My man kind of running though. I'm telling him go ahead, cause they looking for 2 niggas. I'm like,
together,
go ahead. So he like at one corner and I'm at the back corner.
Okay.
And we got one more block, so we bust Decatur. So he made it on the block. He made it on Albany first. Najee let him in the building. And now I'm coming, and I bust down Albany, and the blue and whites pull up. Whoop, whoop. And they like,
where you coming from?
Where you coming from?
Yeah.
My homeboy was in the window. Because now it's sirens everywhere.
Yeah.
It's cops everywhere. You know, it's Friday night. It's wilding right now. It's up. So my man in the window, I'm like, yo, I just came from my man crib playing a video game or whatever. My man in the window like, yeah, he just came from my house, yo. What happened?
Right.
So like, oh, okay, what you good? I'm like, yeah. And I probably could have ran on him and got away.
Yeah.
But I was really just tired, man.
So you were tired that night? That was your last cab robbery.
That was it, bro. Like, that was it.
Grand
Robbery,
opening, grand
robbery.
closing.
Period. Wasn't for me.
Mom's sick of your shit.
Wasn't for me.
You used
at
to
all.
be such a genius.
It wasn't for me at all. Word up. And they pulled a slick one because they was talking to me. Now I'm in the window. I'm trying to play so G.
Yeah.
Right? I'm straight up. I'm in the window talking to them like, yeah, nah, I ain't. Da, da, da. He like, oh, all right, come here for a second. What's your name? Da, da, da.
Hell no.
That nigga felt me. He said, let me feel it. That nigga felt my heart. My shit was beating fast as hell. That nigga held me. Then they jumped out and shit, jumped on me and shit. Pulled the police moves. Pulled the police moves. Felt my heart, man. That shit was bumped, beating fast as hell. And then, yeah, they threw me in that motherfucker, man. Charged me with all that shit. Zoe still right there, but man, Zoe was still right there. He ain't never, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was it. But I never had a inkling in my mind to pull that trigger on no, nah.
Yeah.
That's demonic. We was trying to he tried to kill all of us.
Right.
Still ain't shoot him or none of that shit. No. Hell no. You know what I mean? That on my sister's birthday.
Damn.
On my sister's birthday. Straight up. Yeah, he deserved a life sentence. And dude moved back to his country. That's what made it so bad. He wrote a letter to the judge saying he'll never come back to America. He moved his family back.
He trying to make an honest living.
Man, he was like, it is over. It is over. I'm traumatized.
So they dropped it after he wouldn't show up?
No, he didn't have to show up. It was over. They caught me red-handed. Gun. They went back, got the gun.
Oh, no, you got rid of the gun.
No,
They went back and found it.
Yeah, they went back and found the gun and shit. And he ID'd me. He came back. They had me on my block for a minute. And handcuffs and shit. You know, everybody coming outside.
That's him.
Mama Marge like, yo, that's my grandson. What happened? Da, da, da. What y'all doing? Da, 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 da. Everybody outside. So they like, nah, if it ain't him, we gonna let him go.
Yeah.
They came, the other police, the D, everybody coming there. Everybody looking at me and shit. And they had dude in the cop car in the back. He said, yeah, that's him. It was over. Yeah, it was over.
Damn, DJ, you was a badass little kid.
We wasn't bad kids. We just did dumb shit. Straight up. If I was a bad kid, I would have shot him.
Right.
Word up.
So if the cops would have whipped your ass that night, they'd have been justified?
Nah.
No?
Because I ain't give them no reason to be whip my ass.
They've been looking for your ass for an hour, nigga.
Yeah. I ain't give them no reason to whip my ass. You know what I mean? But yeah, that cash. Now they robbing the Uber drivers and killing the Uber drivers and shit. No.
Yeah, that's just dumb. They don't even be having no money. They driving Uber.
We wasn't even getting no money doing that shit. And man, hell no. Me and my man was doing that shit faithfully, like it was a job. You hear me? We was robbing probably 4 or 5 cabs a week, bro. We just robbed the cab that night.
Still ain't had $200.
We already robbed the cab, bro, and got away. And I think we split like probably $400.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I bought some iceberg jeans.
And you was $50 short.
I bought them for $1.50.
Okay.
I bought them for $1.50. Bought some iceberg jeans, bro. Had $50 left. Went to the game room. We in the game room in the pool hall chilling, all deep. And my mom's might have called me. Somebody said something to me and was like, you know, the night your sister birthday, did you say happy birthday to your sister? I'm like, oh.
I gotta go get her some gift. No.
I gotta go get my sister a gift, bro. Damn. So I'm like, yo, man, today my sister's birthday, bro. I ain't even get her now. I gotta get her some sneakers or something. I'm like, yo, I gotta go rob another cab. It was like a job. I literally said this. I gotta go get my sister some sneakers or something, man.
How much y'all was getting straps for? Like a nickel?
What you mean?
How much y'all was getting guns for? Because you had enough guns.
They gave me that. The older niggas gave me that joint.
God damn.
Yeah, they gave that to me.
I'll just be damn.
They gave that joint to me. And I told my man, he was like, yo, bro, it's hot. We on? Right. Nah, you wildin', bro. Nah, bro.
This is my sister, bro.
This is it. He said, yo, bro, how much you need? How much? Cause he ain't spend his money. He ain't buy no iceberg jeans. He just in the game room, playing for the pool and shit like that. He still had his bread. He like, yo, bro, I just let you borrow it, my nigga, but we just robbed the cat. Like, you bugging.
Right.
I go by myself. He didn't even want to go. He didn't want me to go by myself. That's how he ended up going. Real talk.
Where he at now?
I walked off on him and shit. He
around?
Yeah, he around. No, they know who it is. He around. That's my man.
That's a
partner.
good brother.
That's my partner,
That's a
man.
good
That's my
brother.
partner. He came back and
So
pulled me out.
You was
the joint.
fortunate to be around some good people. You just
We
did
was
dumb
solid.
shit.
We was solid, bro. It was like 4 or 5 of us.
My dude just said
Young.
you was such a genius.
We was solid, bro. We just ain't had no guidance.
Yeah.
You know, if we had an older nigga that would have guided us to getting some money instead of doing the dumb shit, we'd have been all right because we was solid. Nobody in my team told on nobody.
Right.
Yeah, everybody else told, but nobody. All my guys were solid. All of us. We just was doing reckless shit. Josh know because I came. The shit was in the newspaper. The shit was in the newspaper. So when I finally got out, I came back to school. The teachers knew. Everybody knew. Josh and them laughing like, yo, Cabby Face. They was calling me Cabby Face.
That's why you text me. That's why you laughed early when you sent me that.
Yeah, that's the newspaper clipping.
Got you.
That was the Daily News and shit. They had me in there calling me they said the slower of the two got caught. The would-be bandit, Cabby Face. 17 from Albany Avenue. Yeah.
Dre said the gun probably had a few bodies on it and you walking around with it.
Man, I don't know what that gun had on it. For real. You right, Dre. You right, Dre. It was a freebie. I took it. It was a freebie. I was taking that joint to school and everything.
Damn. Goddamn Bishop.
It was a freebie.
Damn.
It was a freebie. No, we had beef with them Nieta niggas, man. That gang. Yeah. We had to keep them niggas off us for real.
Damn.
Yeah. But that was the end of my robbery.
Then you don't fuck sis' birthday up after that dumb shit.
What? What? What's that?
The gun had a long nose revolver.
Cabby Face. Yeah, it was a 22 long nose.
Yo, you remember that joint, Josh?
It was a 22 long nose. Yeah. When I came, this is what I'm talking about, Josh and Frank and them and the girls that I was in high school with, right?
Yeah.
That our circle, right? My circle of friends in school, totally different than my circle of friends in Bed-Stuy.
Mine too, yeah.
So, but when I came back, everybody was making sure I was going to class. You know what I mean? Everybody. It was no more hanging in the hallways for me, hanging in the steps and all that. It was yo, come on. We're your next class, bro. Let's go. You know what I mean? My little Jewish homegirl, Viva. Come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Come on. Let's go. We going. All the homegirls. All of them. Shantae, Nahanda, Sa, all of them. Everybody was on my heels.
They
Like,
saying something in you.
We was really like family. We was really family. We really cared about each other. And this was senior year.
Damn, you clapped
So
that
I
close.
gotta at least get my diploma. That's all I kept saying. I gotta at least get my diploma, dog.
Yeah.
I gotta at least get my high school diploma because I know I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they first offer
Dre
like
said
12
robbing
years
a
or
cab
something.
driver is equivalent to the new niggas robbing Dollar General. I'll be damned.
They probably get more money out of Dollar General, bro.
I had to split 400.
They probably get more money out of Dollar General. We robbed cabs and got $80. Heard up. We literally out here committing armed robberies and was getting nothing too. Yeah, for real. Throwing our life away on that shit.
I know when I was driving cab, they was like, don't have.
You drove a cab too?
Yeah, when I was
in Buffalo.
And yeah, in nursing, when I was going to nursing school. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
My man Jay he had huge weight, tons, and he came home from the feds, and he was just used to that drug dealing money. And he did 15 years, they let him out. He still had a couple of dollars. The motherfucker put like 25 cabs on the street, like 2 weeks later.
Damn.
And I was paying what, 90 a shift. So you get 2 shifts, and you drive 12 hours. So he was charging everybody else like 120. So he getting
a day.
Yeah, 240.
Okay, so whatever you make after 90 is yours.
Yeah, so he getting 240 a day for each car. He had like 25 cars. He had more cars than the actual cab company.
Damn.
He was getting to it, and I drove while I was going to nursing school. 'Cause I couldn't have no regular job.
Damn.
Like you said, we ain't had no motherfucking bulletproof or stab proof or nothing. Just driving. I ain't never get no strap pulled on me or nothing, but I got walked a few times. Oh my mom's at the door with the money.
That's what we used to do. We used to take cabs and jump out. That was a big thing too. Take cabs and just hop out. Yeah, that was a big thing too. Cab driver, that got to be the most dangerous job.
Yeah, it is.
Matter of
Motherfucker
fact,
behind you.
matter of fact, when I went to Rikers Island on the bus, I'm handcuffed to a nigga that was robbing cabs.
I'll be damned.
and his leg was fucked up because he got into an accident too, and the door jammed on his leg or something. We handcuffed together going to the island.
I'll be damned.
He got a robbery on a cab driver, and so
I said you still walked at graduation.
Facts on time. Like my brothers.
That's all
Word
that
up.
matter.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna leave me behind. Nobody.
I ain't really make no money selling driving cab. I was using that shit to sell weed. I was all the way out of bounds. Trying to be a nurse.
Yeah. That's a good cover up.
Hell yeah, they don't pull cab drivers over usually. Not for the driver, maybe the passengers.
That's a good cover up.
BJ probably tried robbing Will once at the break. Cabby face was robbing.
Shit, man, that's sad. Will was 8 hours away from me. That was sad, man. Yeah, that was.
My
sad.
mom's hated that shit too. She sounded just like, yo, mom, you too smart for that shit. What you doing driving cab?
I drove a cab too.
Then she ain't like I was driving for Jay, cause that's how I met Jay through her and my stepfather. She's like, I know what the fuck you doing. I'm like, man, what the fuck you not for him?
Kurt said he's driving cabs too.
Yeah, for DeKalb County, the yellow cab in DeKalb County. You know?
In DeKalb County?
Yeah.
DeKalb County had yellow cabs?
Yeah, they had yellow cabs.
I ain't never see a yellow cab in Georgia. That's crazy. I just thought about that.
I think it was either yellow cab or it was that black checker one, but
checker.
It was
checker joint.
like $90.
Black and white joint? Oh,
Yeah, black and white.
I'm like, I ain't never see a yellow cab out here.
I can't remember exactly where it was at, but I did it for a little while. But I kept, I kept a pistol on me. I kept it where if somebody put a pistol to my head, the pistol was pointed at the back seat. I'll blow you out the back window. I mean, but I didn't really never have no problem with niggas in the street. So I was a nigga in the street, just driving a cab. So I was cool.
I was definitely fortunate. I've been in some dumbass situations.
That's a dangerous profession.
Get in the cab and smell the weed on me. I've been smoking. I wasn't saying it. I was just trying to get some money.
Bro, it was a wave. I got caught up in that wave because I remember they was talking about it, bro. It was a wave of cab drivers getting killed, robbed and killed.
Yeah.
All through New York, robbed and killed.
Well, I don't know about New York, but I think they had started implementing that system in Georgia.
No, I would never do it down here because y'all can carry guns, and we know ain't nobody had no guns in New York unless they was on the same shit we was on. Down here, everybody got it. I wouldn't dare try to rob somebody down here.
Right. But I mean, it wasn't a bad job because I used to make money. I used to make runs from the cab to the airport all the time. You know what I'm saying? And them were like $40, $50 runs just one way. You could take it. You know what I'm saying? You know how Georgia is, that big ass circle, then you cut through 20 to get to downtown. You know what I'm saying? Get over the Hart Street. So.
What else we had, B? We got like 20 minutes, man.
You got 20 minutes? All right, let's keep rocking then. Hold on. I gotta send them the lumper codes to pay that lumper fee at the warehouse.
We already talked about them no good ass cops in Memphis. We talked about Smokey horny ass.
We get into the voodoo shit. It was I got think that.
I forgot to write that down, BJ. I cut that grass.
It was the Memphis. We spoke about it already.
No, remember I said I had 3 other issues that I sent to you on Facebook, but I forgot to pull it.
You want to send me another video?
I got a double heel in my backyard, look like slide there, and then you got to try to cut it. You can't get no riding line more up and down, so it's manual labor.
Is them New York Knicks good looking, Mark? Is them New York Knicks about to shock the world and beat the Boston Celtics?
They can't put that. But you can't put it past Boston to be able to run so straight off. I mean, you know, I'm glad they got home field advantage. That put Boston up under pressure. You know, because they, for the most part, they almost have to go back to Knicks and win too.
You know what I was I was thinking about it earlier when we was talking about the police thing and all that, like shit, whatever.
What happened?
But when they kicked my door in Alexander Mills, when they kicked my door in Alexander Mills, we was on the patio. Me, Dre, God bless the dead, and Tiara. We was on the patio. Head and them, I think Head, you just left my crib. Or was supposed to come back. But we was supposed to be going skating and shit with the kids and everything. So we on the patio, and I see a van pull up, white van, like a white cargo van, pull up right in front of us. It's like 8 of them niggas jump out, ski masked up, AR-15s and shit, whatever. Got the infrared on us. Don't move. And the rest of them is coming up the steps. I ran in that house, opened the patio door, ran in that house and shit. Went in the bathroom. I'm trying to flush everything.
Right.
Everything. And I put too much shit in the toilet at one time and it came right back up. But by the time they got in the crib, they kicked the door and boom. They got in the crib. By the time they got to my door, I dove out that bathroom and went on the floor and had my face in the damn carpet, bro. By the time they kicked my bedroom door open, and I was already on the floor like this. You know what I mean? I gave up. I couldn't, you know what I mean? But one thing I knew, I better not be up running around back here in this back room and there's guns in here and all that. They're going to shoot me dead. This is what I'll be talking about.
And be justified.
This is what I'll be talking about when motherfuckers got to use their brain at all times, in all situations.
Right.
And even while I was on the floor like this, they still came in there and kicked me in the back of my head.
Of course.
And put the AR-15 to my head like, man, I'm going to blow your fucking head off. I got the barrel on my head. I'll blow your please move a muscle. I dare y'all blow your fucking head off.
Yeah, so they was on your ass. 3 different boroughs too. Lil Bird, Gwinnett, and Lawrenceville.
Yeah, task force.
Man.
Head of them came back. Hey, was you there? Yeah, all y'all came back. Nicole, Shameka, and all them came back and shit, man. It was a whole goddamn fiasco out there, bro. You know what I mean? These little niggas done kicked the Marine nigga door and stole their guns.
Stole the scraps. Sold them to you.
And told the police, they got locked up for weed or something and told the police they sold the guns to me. Yep. And they came in there. That shit happened like on a Monday. They came on a Friday. Yeah, on a Friday.
Proper police interaction protocol. Right.
Straight up.
I got to teach a class.
Straight up, man. Straight up.
You want this video?
Yeah. Let me give y'all the so
go ahead.
India launches missile strikes after Pakistan sends terrorists to kill 26 men. Just for being Muslim or whatever. I mean, for not being Muslim, for being Hindu and stuff. So Pakistan and India is at war right now. A lot of people don't know that, but go ahead. You can play that.
Terrorists from Pakistan, from an organization, we can pull up the name, attack in an area, a state called Kashmir, which the war with Kashmir has been going on for many, many years. 1947 to 49 was the first one. Then they did it again, 65. They attacked this area, and while they attacked this area on April 22nd, they killed 26 men only, specifically men only. They said, "Are you a Muslim?" "I am." On many cases, they asked the men to pull their pants down to see their dangling, to see if it's circumcised or not. And then they killed them because that was their way for them to know if they're Hindu or if they're Muslim. They killed them in front of their wives and their kids intentionally. They said, "Go back and say this to Modi." Then they would ask, "Are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? Give us the Islamic prayer. Give us this." If they couldn't do it, they killed them right there. 26 of them. These were 5 men that did this. So what does India do? You humiliated them. By the way, there's a video of a zip line. Rob, if you want to show that zip line, of a man that zip line, and this video is being shown everywhere. First time you see this video, it's like, what's the big deal with the zip line? This man is zip lining. He's happy. We've all done this before. You and I, most of us have done it, where you're recording it. And you want to post it on social. Rob, you can lower the audio just a little bit so we can hear the shooting. He's going, minding his own business, not knowing at the bottom there are terrorist attacks.
Right now.
They are shooting right now while he's going through this. Not at him. You will see a man drop in the back right there. They're running around. They're scared. They're hearing all the stuff that's going on, the commotion.
Look at this guy on the left.
They're worried. There's one person on the bottom there. Boom.
And he has no idea. He's just
He has no idea.
He
He
has
can't hear
no
anything.
idea
Can't
what's
hear
going
anything.
on. You can pause this right here, Rob.
There's a terrorist.
This story is all over the place. And it's been very, very aggressive with all the stuff that's taking place. Obviously, India's responded, attacking them, going back and forth. They're claiming there were planes that crossed. They're claiming even one plane that's a Chinese plane was apparently shot. So China's now getting involved, and China doesn't want to get involved. The concern with something like this is the fact that it may force China and U.S. to get involved. China apparently has put somewhere around $85 to $100 billion that they've invested in Pakistan. They don't want this war to be taking place. But if it does happen, it's also kind of strange, the timing of it, that this happens the moment. April 22nd is when this happens. April 25th is when Apple announces that they're moving the 60 million phones that they're building from India, from China to India.
Weird.
Of course, they kind of whispered about April 7th, but April 25th became official, not looking pretty. The president reacted to the story. His reaction, Rob, is this the one that you have?
Yes, this is yesterday in the Oval Office.
Go ahead and play this clip, Rob.
No, it's a shame. We just heard about it just as we were walking in the doors of the Oval. Just heard about it. I guess people knew something was going to happen based on a little bit of the past. They've been fighting for a long time. You know, they've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it.
Many, many decades.
Feel extreme.
What y'all think? I think them tariffs started this.
No, like they just said, they've been fighting for decades before the tariffs. You talking about that last round of it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I gotta see more about it. Like,
Why should we even give a damn? Just like they ain't giving a damn about what's happening in Gaza.
might have been an isolated incident.
I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with our internal problem. That's what this American government needs to be worried about.
I think them tariffs is playing a part in this shit. Because China is with Pakistan.
Okay.
It's Chinese planes over there and stuff too. China is back in Pakistan. And you know the US just moved their business to India.
From China.
Mm-hmm. The iPhones and shit. They starting with the iPhone, the Apple.
Apple, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that,
So
that
Chinese selling the iPhones to India, whatever. You know, it ain't our business. What's that? I hate it when I hear this word terrorist because they get to determine who's doing terror as opposed to, you know, they are the biggest promoters of terror.
So we don't have tariffs on India imports?
Probably not.
Or not as high as Chinese?
Not if we're gonna do business over there.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So Apple did what they had to do. They had to get out of China because it's gonna raise the cost and hurt their bottom line. So they send it somewhere where they can, you know, keep operating for cheap.
No, what China did is import it to that other country and then sell it to them. So they get around the tariffs that American companies got on things being shipped from China. And so
No, it was Apple's call to leave China. And the Chinese ain't get rid of Apple on their own.
Yeah,
Apple decided
Apple wasn't gonna pay that tariff.
Yeah.
right, that's what I'm saying. So they take it to the other country and ain't got to pay the tariff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that ain't our business. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I ain't got no iPhone, no that.
If that violence is related to the tariffs, though, it could be our business because it's gonna get worse than that. How many banks closed in China? You said, B?
40.
In a week.
Collapsed.
Not closed, just through.
Collapsed.
What?
In 1 week.
So what that got to do with us?
They depend on us to thrive.
The whole tariff situation is about us, Kurt. All of this has a lot to do with us because if China breaks, then we go back to the ports are empty right now. You probably don't know that, but the
Oh yeah.
ports there's no cargo ships in the ports right now from China. All the cargo ships are still in China. So if China bends, you know what I mean, and adhere to what Trump wants, then it's back to business as usual.
Or they could respond in an act of war, which could actually affect the global system. Because China, you already know China ain't scared of America. They got the biggest military force in the world.
Yeah,
They
but
got
it don't matter because the president, he'll fuck around and get killed from within. Their economy is crashing way faster than ours. They're getting hurt. They're getting hit worse than we are. We really ain't feel it yet. They're fucked up over there. It's millions of jobs lost. Their banks are collapsing. All the stuff we're their biggest consumer. That's not consuming nothing. So they're not their economy. China thrives off of their economic power, not their military and shit. They don't care. Nobody really wants to go to war, bro. Because nobody really gonna win a war, especially a nuclear war. Everyone.
So
loses.
they create these proxy wars in India and different things with the control.
Yeah. So now U.S. went to India, China went to Pakistan, and Pakistan and India hate each other.
And so now what you create is what is called a proxy war for dominance of a certain geographic area which controls global economy. That whole political, I really don't give a damn because they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But that easily could escalate into an actual physical World War III.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And China
Both
get
countries,
involved.
India and Pakistan, have nuclear weapons.
That's a fact.
Right. They got nuclear, and then Russia is on the side with China.
Dre said China is too divided to declare war on America.
Yeah, China's fucked up right now.
They need their bread. They ain't trying to fight.
China fucked up right now. Them people mad at that president, man. But the difference about China and America is
they'll do something about it.
Y'all say as dictatorness Trump is, that Chinese president kill your ass. Literally. You'll die going against the Chinese president and North Korean president and Russian president. That's why them niggas been president for 20, 30 years.
Right.
They don't change their president. Trump only got 3 years left.
Right.
So really, he could withstand it longer than Trump. You know what I'm saying? But can he? That's what we about to find out. Because his power not going to change. We about to change administration. And they know that. So he might just say, man, let's just
wait it out.
We'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. You know what I mean?
But that also is going to take a hit on the American economy. Like you say, they ain't got hardly nothing into it. Drivers is losing their economics. Shit is not getting put on the shelves. They're gonna go back to old women fighting over the last thing of toilet paper. It's gonna be just like how the pandemic was. When you shut down that chain, normally the consumers pay the cost. It's gonna be a hoax all the way around. Yes, China is being hit too.
The economy always bounce back. It always have.
It's gonna bounce back globally, but it may escalate. If that tariff war escalates, we may be looking at a possible world war to decrease the amount of people in the population. That's that political propaganda bullshit that has been going on for years.
Well, I don't think they ain't got to use war to decrease the population. They don't use war. They use viruses.
I'm about to say
they use viruses. They use drugs. They use violence. When I was in the military, I kind of thought like that. But I've seen in scenarios where they'll call these incursions and different proxies, a war on drugs. They the ones that shipping cocaine. You know what I'm saying? They got weapons of mass destruction to create a war. You know, anytime you get rid of 200,000 people off the global economy, you know, it's a matter of, you know, yeah, they have viruses, but that's the biological warfare tactic. Also, they have proxy wars, war between Iran and Iraq. Okay, so they made now it's Israel and Gaza. They made now it's Ukraine and you know they're creating these scenarios. They're taking out a whole section of society. All in the roots of that's politics, you know, the tariffs, this, that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
So the current climate, economic climate, is messing up your business, BJ?
Nah, it didn't affect me yet.
Not yet.
I don't go to the port. I don't deal with the ports anyway.
Okay.
And a large portion of my loads and shit come from Niagara, the water plant.
Okay.
So water always gonna move. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Shit, 80% of my loads come from water.
Okay.
So not really moving what comes in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Wu says China don't need us. They're cutting deals with Africa, and Africa don't need us because they're nationalizing their natural resources.
No, well, China's just gonna take whatever they want from Africa.
So they owe China so much money.
China do need us because China has no one to sell to. China doesn't sell to Africa. Africa is poor money-wise. Africa is rich in natural resources, but China has to have someone to sell to. That's why the economy is crashing. That's why the stock market done crashed. The banks collapsed. There's no jobs. They lost millions of jobs within weeks. Check out China. China's going through it right now. Them people out there wilding in them streets in China right now. You know what I mean? Because America is no longer buying their stuff.
Yeah.
So China does need America. We the biggest consumer in the world.
In the world, Craig.
We the biggest consumer in the world. Ain't nobody else buying nothing from China at the rate of America. Everything in America is made in China. What you mean China don't need us? They definitely need us. Definitely. You know what I mean? They just not showing that part. They showing, oh, the stock market crashed over here. Oh, the ports is empty. Da 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 da. Yeah, but you know,
it's a perfect time to buy. And anybody looking to get into the stock market, now is the time. Shit cheap. It's definitely gonna bounce back.
They definitely need us. We got 2 minutes, man.
What you want to close with? What you want to leave the people with, man? Who joined us tonight?
Oh, we could with this book. With this book by Tukey Williams. We're gonna recommend a good read every time we
What's the name of the Tukey joint?
Black Rage, Blue Redemption.
Black Rage, Blue Redemption.
Blue Rage, Black Redemption.
Okay.
My bad.
Blue Rage, Black Redemption.
That was a great book.
Okay.
Great book. I just sent it to you. You can put it up really quick. What you got, Kurt? Noah's still working. But she said, oh, want to come on with the segment called Axe Hollywood. You know, that's his tag name, Hollywood.
Okay.
So oh, want to come on and talk about Axe Hollywood for the YNs.
When they back? Sunday or next Sunday? No, it's this Sunday, Mother's Day.
This Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I have to be next Sunday.
Okay.
This Sunday is definitely Mother's Day. Oh, happy Mother's Day, man, to everybody. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Mom Duke said, great show. Have a wonderful night.
Peace and love.
One more. We're going to pull this book up. How long ago you read it? You was in the free world or you was on vacation?
I don't read in the free world.
All righty,
unfortunately.
All right.
I don't read nothing out here, man. Unfortunately, I don't. I think my mother sent me that book, actually. I think that's one of the books she sent me.
So you get your... Man, what I'll do? Something down. You sent me the right joint, B?
Yeah, I sent you the book. sent you a picture of the book.
Oh, you sent me a picture.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't get no picture. I'm in the wrong chat.
Yeah, and the same one I sent the video.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. What up, Kurt? What you about to do, man? Take it
I'm
down?
about to go to sleep, man. I cut this double heel, my old ass. I feel like that day we were playing flag football, bro. I'm hurting. Boy, that shit ain't easy. They was trying to tell me $1.50 to cut my front and backyard.
Man, I
One
played like
time.
10 basketball games today, man. Full court.
Dude, I was up and down that hill. Kind of tired.
So this the book right here. You want us to?
Yeah. Show the people.
Suki Williams.
That's a great read, man.
Blue Rage, Black Redemption.
That's a great read. And Winnie Mandela came. The movie Jamie Foxx did, Redemption.
I ain't see it.
You gotta watch that.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx did the movie Redemption with I think it was him and Ving Rhames in it and stuff. That was about Suki Williams.
Okay.
And Winnie Mandela came to visit him and stuff. He started writing children's books.
Right.
He denounced the gang, the Crips. You know, he a founder of the Crips.
Anything to get out.
That's
how they took
Nah,
it.
he was done.
That's how they took it though. They're like, you should have been denounced again.
Nah, you gotta grow up.
Yeah.
You gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? When you have a chance to sit there, especially when you're in prison, and the same niggas you was killing and beefing with has to be your allies now.
Mm-hmm.
Bloods and Crips have to be allies because the Mexicans outnumber y'all. The white boys outnumber y'all. Yeah. Y'all beefing with the white boys and the Mexicans are together.
Right.
The Aryan Nation and all that shit, the Nazis and all that, the Hell's Angels and all that shit over there.
They're together.
And the Mexicans are together.
Right.
They outnumber y'all. Y'all can't just be on some Crip and blood shit. So he talk about all of that. Like, yo, the same people I was killing is my best friends now in here. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So he was trying to send it out there to like tell them, like, yo, that shit dead, that. We tripping. His son ended up, he wrote all these books on death row. His son ended up on death row also.
Damn.
A few murders. Winnie Mandela came to visit him.
The son alive, or he don't been killed already?
No, the son probably dead because they killed him a long time. Arnold Schwarzenegger killed him.
Killed Tukey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Snoop Dogg. Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of Cali? Snoop Dogg and all of them was trying to get him to just, get the light reverse it because he wrote children's books. He was doing all this positive stuff, but you can't reverse. They're not going to allow you to reverse what they need you to be doing.
Right. Right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger got him up out of here. Signed that joint. Nah, kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, they depend on us.
Winnie Mandela came to see him. She was reading his books and shit. She came to see him. Yep. That Redemption, though. Check Redemption out. That's a dope movie.
I'm going to check it.
That's a dope movie, bro. Redemption. Jamie Foxx played the hell out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more comments before
What
we
Wu
did?
said, he said, if the rest of Africa follows Ibrahim, Traore of Burkina Faso's lead, they will be rich real soon. Burkina Faso was debt free thanks to BRICS.
Well, they already went over there and they got Africa divided because some of them dudes they rocking with Trump and them anyway. You know what I mean? And a lot of the other African nations is gonna speak down on Burkina Faso. They already got the general of America talking about he's a terrorist. So they already gearing up to go over there and kill him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're already gearing up to go over there and kill him. France already is in his back door, in his backyard, offering people $5 million, his guys and stuff, money to kill him.
Same way they did Gaddafi.
The same way they did Gaddafi. Same exact way. You know what I mean? So it's just a moment of time. Hopefully not. The people love him though. His people love him. They behind him, but all it takes is one.
That's when they see you as most dangerous.
All it takes is one.
Yeah. You right, Kurt. I don't say that too often, but yeah, that's when you're the most dangerous, when you got the people behind you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They probably would have let Tukey live if he wanted to try to be an angel all of a sudden. They're like, oh, you want to stop the gang violence? Get this nigga out of here. Hell no.
Tukey Williams.
They profit off our demise. Like, no,
that's a fact. You can't change that.
that fuck up the economy. You got the gang unit, you got the jails, the probation, all that shit is dependent on crime.
Facts.
Shit.
The Knicks play tonight?
No, they played last night. Golden State played today without Steph. Tweaked his hamstring.
Yeah, we going. Oh, they had the Knicks fans at the Garden watching the game or something.
Oh yeah.
It was more Knicks fans than Boston fans.
No, I'm talking about night in Boston. They had them at the Garden.
Oh yeah, they had like a little watch party.
Yeah, watch party at the Garden or something. And they didn't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
watching when they got kicked out?
What's the TD Garden?
Yeah,
that's Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, they in Boston wilding like this? That's crazy.
The staff member called the police.
They wilding. Yo, they wilding. They deep too.
Yeah, it was thick up there. It was like
man,
a home game for Knicks.
They wilding. They refusing to leave for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yo, the UFC is in town June something.
Listen,
out here in Gwinnett.
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
for this year's playoff,
They going to
New York and Boston.
You going?
I'm thinking about it. I already told Aaliyah we going. Me.
Oh, she watch it too?
Yeah, she'll go. Yep.
Okay.
I won't be doing nothing. What else I say? I'm gonna leave everybody else and take up, man. I'll let you know if I really get them, because them tickets is up there.
For real.
Them joints like $250, $300.
That's how the football games is now. You know the Bills coming here this year. Playing the Falcons. But shit, they want real money.
Them joints up there.
All right, we ain't gonna hold y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us as usual. We love y'all. If I didn't get to your comment tonight, like, don't hold it against me. I'm gonna definitely get to you next time. But I will try to go through, because BJ rewatches all the episodes. I never do, but I will go through and try to respond to everybody comment, because we ain't nothing without y'all. So, and I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.
Peace, Kurt.
Peace.
Appreciate you, Kurt.
Yeah.